Pubcast around. Grab a cold one, sit back, and enjoy the show. This is Corner Pub Sports.
Hi, I'm Brian Proud from the Philadelphia Flyers. You're listening to Corner Pub Sports.
Corner Pub Sports.
Fucking with my ass, man. Yeah.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to Corner Pub Sports. Happy New Year, everybody. This is the last show of the year of 2022, and it's a special one.
And you're tuning in to Corner Pub Sports. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Before we begin, because all right,
Where am I?
Let's just do a preface. Mike's over here.
Mike's
all right,
over
Mike's
Where
over
am
there.
I?
Before we get into what
Mike's
we're
riding bitch.
yeah, Mike's just something we want to bring up.
It's riding something.
So tonight on the show, we're gonna play back our favorite clips of the last year, interviews we've done, sports moments, takes we've had that may or may not have aged well, all that stuff. Right?
Wow, the crazy stuff.
No, we Ed Kratz actually has a really good one, Eagles writer. So
Some articles were written about
Well,
why do we continue to do this to ourselves?
yeah, like all that, and it's interesting to go back and look at it. But there's something that was said to us tonight by one of our loyal listeners, and it means a
Hits
lot.
deep. Hits
Yeah.
deep.
So Ryan, if you don't mind, yeah, he might be the most coherent one.
All right, so Happy New Year, gentlemen. It has been a fun time this last year, tuning in on Friday to laugh, to cry, and to enjoy the things that our world gives us. Corner Pub Sports has been a high point for me. It has been hard for me being so far from my hometown and not connecting with others to enjoy the things I do. Then CPS hits at 8:15 every Friday, and for a few short hours, get to see like-minded people talking about things that make me feel closer to home. I never thought I would have had a chance to interact with a World Series champion, Scott Air, and be able to see him as just another one of the guys looking for a fun time, and to see him return as one of us watching and bring us joy with his wonderful sense of humor. Thanks, Scott. I can't put into words how humbled I felt the night number 20, Weapon X, Mr. Brian Patrick Dawkins Sr., graced us with his presence and gave us a much different look at the man behind the myth. How blessed were we that night to sit at the feet of the master and take in his words of wisdom. 2022 was a good year for Philly sports. The improbable World Series and recent signings and the ongoing Eagles season give us hope for the future, bright and alive. May 2023 be kind to us all. A new year gives us yet another year to grow, to learn, and to understand each other. If 2022 showed us anything, it showed us never say never and always be ready for the impossible. Thanks, Corner Pub Sports, for giving us all a platform to enjoy our fun online family. Happy New Year 2023, and only the best is yet to come for Corner Pub Sports.
My God,
Dave
Wow.
Peterson.
Dave. Wow.
That's awesome, dude.
Dude.
Thank you so much.
Dude, Dave, thank you, man. That's awesome. Cheers to you.
Dave.
Cheers,
Yeah,
dude.
absolutely.
I know it was a tough year for you personally, dude, and that means a lot. And gentlemen, another year, dude. That's Dave. Thank you, man. That means a
That
lot.
was really
dude.
well written, man. That was
Yeah,
like
that was
you
great.
got good
It's from
penmanship.
the heart.
Yeah, it was.
Well read too, because we couldn't
All
read.
right.
Did we just become
Thanks,
best
Dave.
friends? Yep.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah,
man. Thank you.
dude. Thank you, man. That's awesome.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
boy,
here
we're
we
already
go.
What is it?
Shots.
Why is he trying
I
to
don't-
force shots down
Yeah.
everybody's throat
Do
today?
we have Fireball in there? I'd rather do Fireball than Jameson, please. Yeah, at the bottom. There you go.
A
All right.
half of one.
All right, there you go. All right, so anyway, let's get at it because we have Dave said meant every word. Dude, thank you, man. That really
That's awesome, man. It really is.
I mean one more?
I guess.
All right, there you go. All right, so
I guess.
this
Maybe
is
the only one not
this
doing it.
this is an abbreviated live show. We're going to talk about the Eagles mostly, I think, for about a half hour, because the best of segment is about an hour and a half long, an hour and 40 minutes long, something like that, of clips and interviews and stuff over the past year. When I was putting it together, holy shit, there's some really fucked up stuff on there. Like I'm not gonna.
Bunch of fucking animals, man.
Just lay it out there.
Yeah, it's
Okay, now let's try to get an answer from someone who's not a complete retard.
yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff on there, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, let's get at it. Eagles lost to Dallas last week. You know, that kind of sucked. We all know the story. We all know about Dallas.
Eh,
You know,
it's not a big deal.
Right.
It's
It's
not
It's
a
not.
big deal.
not.
not, but
it
it was still
wasn't-
painful. To me, it was.
It was tough because it was a close game that we almost had, but
Yeah, like the biggest deal about it was the play calling was right. Like they had a bad day.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys. Cheers.
Fuck
Happy
Dallas.
New Year. Thank you, Dave. You're much as part of this as we are, Dave.
Yeah, bro.
Thank you.
Keep that glass in front of you. I'll keep that one in front of me.
Jesus. Yeah, we're gonna do that again. Not right now.
No, we're not.
Get that away.
The tongue burns.
it's empty.
Dave,
Oh,
J-
we just
J-
got started.
Jay Parr said, well written, Dave. I look forward to the show every Friday night. Thank you, Jay. That
Thank
means
you.
a lot, dude. I know you're another one, man.
And
You
how you feel, man? Yeah.
yeah, Mark's here, and Mark same way, man.
Jay, look,
We
Jay,
got- we got-
Jay is
Salute.
perfect example.
All right.
You can stream us from anywhere. Apparently, Jay's in Florida.
Yeah.
He's
Oh.
not in Florida.
Fly his ass up here.
He's not in Florida.
Yeah, he's got a tent pitched on the beach.
Shut the fuck
Maybe
up!
we should do a road trip to Florida. If he's in Florida. The hell was this
Stop
cold?
fucking around, cunt!
All right, Eagles, Dallas.
He's on the beach. Did Greg leave yet?
Surrounded by assholes.
No,
man.
you should get the pen out. That's on next year.
What the fuck?
Timestamp 7 minutes 40 seconds.
Okay.
The best off next year's already
Yeah.
starting off with a bang.
What the fuck? By the way, we have a new soundboard, which basically has every fucking sound we've ever had on the show for 7 years on the board. Every show. It's going to be a while to get used to, but yeah, it's going to take a while. So, by the way, I forgot about that. I forgot I had
Giggity.
that
Oh,
one.
whoa.
I forgot about that one. There are so
I never heard that.
there
one.
are so many.
no,
Yeah, that one's been in the vault. That
one
one,
back 6-7 years.
that one's
Yeah.
been in the vault for a while.
Yeah.
Giggity.
Jay said it's going to be a long night. Yeah. So, all right, Eagles, Dallas. Let's get at it because we got to roll through this.
All right, yeah. I mean, look. First of all, Dak sucks.
Yeah, he does.
He
I don't.
missed 5 games. He leads the league in interceptions.
Yeah, he's not good.
As Shady said, Dak's ass.
Yep.
But
He's still
The
a
defense-
dangerous quarterback, dude.
Yeah,
In,
I mean,
in a
you can-
playoff game, like I'm not. He's still a dangerous.
Hasn't
quarterback.
won any playoff games.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has.
has he won a playoff? He might have won a playoff. He hasn't won a road playoff game, and that's what they're gonna have to
No.
do.
Right? Yeah. Look, I'm not saying I'm scared of the Cowboys or nothing. Don't get it
No.
twisted.
Don't
Except when they play along, that can be a dangerous quarterback
All right.
don't.
because he sucks. But he threw like 88% completion
played
on
good.
us.
Yeah. He did.
Yeah,
he
That
was
a
like
good game. That was a
15 for
close game.
16 or something at one point.
Right.
He also threw an interception to a defensive lineman. Like,
Yeah.
come on,
I
crack wet spot. Get out of here with him.
I
They're not going nowhere in the playoffs. They're not going anywhere in the
oh,
postseason.
God.
The first team they play is going to knock them out.
well, I don't know if they're
about
gonna.
that.
I
don't know
think
about
the
that.
Eagles knock them out in the second round.
Yeah, because they're probably going to play the Bucks.
Right. And I don't know if the Bucks are all that good.
Finish like
Get the
13 and
fuck
4 and
outta
have to go on
here.
the road.
Yep.
Wow, that shot was smooth.
Yeah.
That was
no,
easy.
they're. I mean,
Yeah, that was
the
easy.
Eagles are going to take care of business this week. I mean, it's just gonna happen.
I agree. Me and Sean were having a conversation a little
Yeah, I
bit
mean,
before the
we
show.
debated about it last week.
There's a little bit of concern creeps in a little bit. you know, Hurts isn't playing again. You know, if there's all kinds of, if they don't win, now there's all kinds of pressure on
I
them.
hear
Are
you.
they as good as we thought? Like,
If they don't win, if they lose 3 straight, they don't deserve to be the number 1.
Agreed.
They don't
They
deserve.
don't
to be in the
deserve it.
division. They're, but they've proven they have 2 losses on the season.
Mhm.
They've proven that they're a very good football team.
yeah, they're a good
They've
team.
proven
They're a
that-
really good team. Yeah,
Gardner Minshew's going to be good enough to beat the Saints, and I think
I
think
agree.
I don't think it's that close. I
Oh,
don't think
when the
it's that-
Saints
The
go
Saints- I
marching
don't think the
in,
Saints, they're playing better, but I don't think they're. a
They
very
play
good
good
team.
defense.
marching
Like,
in.
I want to
if we get into that,
be in that number.
I
you
say
ain't gonna
like a
make it.
21 to 10 game with
Get out of here, the fucking Saints.
We ain't
Yeah.
gonna make it.
Yeah, something
We'll
like
be
that.
the other
What are they
direction.
fucking St.
but-
Edward, St.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, so getting
Bartholomew? Get the
Dallas,
fuck
like-
out of here with the Saints.
With our backup quarterback in a game that meant a lot more to Dallas than it meant to us.
Yo, you
Yes.
remember when
Right.
Bobby
They-
Hayber was their
Hold on,
fucking
hold on.
quarterback?
They
This
beat
guy's-
us with a
I'm
bunch of
sorry.
turnovers.
Right.
Conversations going on.
Where we had a
I'm
bunch of
sorry.
turnovers to blow the game. First of all, we were up a touchdown. We were up a touchdown,
The
And you
and it was
The
they
Aints.
needed to convert a 3rd and 30,
right. So like
and then 2 turnovers after that.
right.
Mhm.
So I mean, Hurts isn't turning the ball over there.
No,
So
they,
and that
they don't.
play, as much as I was pissed off when it happened, that wasn't on Darius.
They
play.
don't. They don't lose that. No. But
It was on Gannon. The play call, you didn't have to have a safety deep. You didn't have to play at the Tampa 2. Just play a prevent.
No.
You give up 25 yards. you
but
give up
earlier in the
25
game,
yards.
You're
you
talking
had
about
them-
that pass to
Yes,
T.Y.
the
Hilton?
third and 30.
Third and 30.
Gee,
But
what-
earlier in the game, there was a 3rd down, 3rd and 11, and Slay wrapped up T.Y. Hilton for no reason on the ball,
Mhm.
15 yards out of bounds,
Mhm.
wrapped him up, and got the 1st down. They went up scoring a touchdown on it. So that one's on Slay too. Like,
But
a
that,
one
that-
and a half of touchdowns are on Slay.
But
in my
that
opinion.
that
The
that
Slay was half responsible for that long
He
touchdown.
should have
because-
read it, being the
Wait,
veteran.
T.Y. Hilton's 38 years old. You're letting him run by you?
but
That's-
that's what
but he-
T.Y. Hilton has done his whole career.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean, I think
Josiah
Slay,
Scott, he blew the assignment.
That's more of the fine, and that's more of the reason why you should know what he's going to do.
My problem with that is Slay he trashed
He did. He
Yeah, that was
right,
a dick
that,
move.
and like,
I don't want
even,
to trash on.
No, but
trash
even
Slay.
though Scott did blow the assignment, I'm
And he
kind of
sucks.
on that train a little bit because Slay's a veteran. He should have recognized it. Malcolm Jenkins would have recognized it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Like don't trash
Like,
trash a
you,
young player.
you seen
Tell
the
young-
mistake. You recognize the mistake and fix it.
Right.
You're
help
the veteran out there.
help the young player
Right.
grow
Give
for the
your
next
balls a tug.
Right.
Yeah, give your balls a tug.
Like you're picked
Well,
as a captain and you're going to act.
You know
like
what?
that.
Right,
Hey Slay.
right.
Hey Slay.
We lost as a team.
You lost as a team. Like, see, I
your
can break this
shine
shit. I gotta break this motherfucker
Yeah,
down once in a while.
there's no I in team.
There's a we.
There's a we in that motherfucker.
Ain't no way
there's an
either.
there's an
I was-
ME in that motherfucker
What's this? Hold on. Dave said, I can see Nick Sirianni outside St. Anne's asking Father Carmine to throw him down. a
Hey,
blessing.
Father, come on!
You can ask me like I don't get beat up too bad.
Fucking big play Slay. On the 30-yard line, I
That
stay.
was great.
That's
Dave.
what happened. On the 30-yard
Now, so,
line,
like,
you
there-
didn't
You know what?
move.
But I mean, if he thinks he has help over the top and he's got to protect the underneath,
But that's
although
what I'm
why
saying.
would he protect the underneath if it,
And but the play call all around was dumb. You didn't. Why are you playing at the 2 deep safety?
right,
You're playing the Tampa 2 and a 3rd and 30.
right? You
Just
should be
play a
playing back.
prevent. You give up 20 yards. You
Here's
give up
another
20
one.
yards.
Yep.
How come you ran the ball twice in the first
Right.
4 drives?
Yeah, the play
Like, there's
calling
so many
was
play.
atrocious.
Yeah, the play calling was bad.
And
It-
Gardner Minshew, like your backup back plays like that, he
Right.
should win.
Right.
He should win.
Right. I agree. There was a lot of mistakes there. There was a lot of issues. Was she calling cooler down? There was a lot of things there that happened that were eyebrow raising.
Yeah.
You know, it was alarming. And it's okay though, man. They're gonna get it right.
Yeah, I agree.
Even if because Jalen Hurts has officially been listed as doubtful.
I was surprised after he practiced a couple times.
So was I. I was too. I
I
think
mean, it could be-
I
it-
think he plays though.
It could be a thing.
I
Could
still
be
think
Sirianni,
I think he
like, hold
plays.
up, you know,
I think he
Yeah.
plays.
because Sirianni counted him out last Friday. He announced he's not playing.
Even if he doesn't play though,
They should win.
they should win.
They
They should win.
You cannot lose to the Saints.
They
They're
should win.
they're a bad team. 4 wins. I think
Oh,
maybe.
No, they're like 6 now. They
They're 6 and
had
9.
4.
Ah, fuck.
They've
Doesn't
come
matter.
on.
Should still beat them.
They've
You
been
should.
playing
They're not
hard.
that good of a team.
The last 3 games they played hard.
Yeah, I mean they're coached well. They play good defense, but they'll stay in it.
And it's the NFL. Nothing's given.
Mrs.
the Eagles-
Polsky.
but the
Mrs.
Eagles should
Polsky
win.
is here, joining the crowd. Mrs. Polsky. Nice. Special guest. That's right. Special guest Budden.
Oh, good for you.
Mrs. Polsky.
Your hair smells fucking good.
That's an old one too.
I tell her every morning.
Yo, that was the Man Down show.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what a midget says.
Gee, your hair smells lovely. Oh, Christ.
Humper every morning. Oh man.
Who's this?
Lollipop
somebody-
Gil.
He's like 3'4".
Who is it, some guy you work
At,
with?
at the old job, yeah. The old job.
Just
Yeah.
all, dude.
Oh,
He's like a
Yeah.
master electrician,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's got a fucked up ear.
And he dances to Lady Gaga.
Yo, he'll be at his
Oh.
electrician station, and he'll be singing and dances and shit like
that's
talks to
awesome.
himself.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Apparently, he's insane. So
No, all right.
So Peterson, oh my God. But he also said Gardner Minshew's no Nick Foles. No, he's not. And he doesn't have to be Nick Foles. Look,
no,
if he does what he did last week,
because I don't need a flash in the pan to win this game. I need a solid quarterback.
He's a Hall of
Right.
Famer.
That's it.
Brooke
Here we go.
Leave Nick Foles alone.
Brooke Brooks just chimed in on YouTube and said nothing wrong with being short.
Hey, Brooke.
That depends on
I
where
told
you're
her we were
short.
on.
She said nothing wrong with being short. No, she's right.
Yeah, she's
What you
right.
say? It all depends on where you're short.
Is that oh yeah.
Oh,
It's gonna take a while to get used to
Yeah,
this
Sean's
whole.
got him trying for him.
It's true.
You know what I mean? That's gonna.
Sorry,
I gotta.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we got a new producer.
Well, a new soundboard. There's 7 pages of things now. Everything.
They're in alphabetical.
Right? I got new.
All right.
Stand by.
It's just a
White
jerk
Cop.
off clap.
Yeah, right. It's one guy.
There's gonna be somebody going on a rant, getting all heated, and he's gonna play that, and they're gonna be like, "You motherfucker!"
No, it's gonna be one of his deadpan jokes that
What
he's
did-
gonna need somebody to laugh for, so he's gonna play that like.
What did you just call me?
We're in for a 3-hour show.
No. No, he did not. He called you cocksucker.
You are the motherfucking antichrist.
Pig vomit. We were talking about him at Christmas.
What? Pig vomit?
Yeah, pig vomit.
Yes, that's what you are. You are the motherfucking Antichrist.
WNBC.
CPS. Good Pub Sports.
Has Paul Giamatti done anything but play like a prick or like a whiny?
He's
Oh,
always
he's so good
He's
at it.
really
though.
good at it.
He's
though.
so good at
Dude,
it.
the opening
He's
scene.
great.
The opening scene in Billions.
I
when-
actually never watched that show. I keep getting told about it.
what, Tara from Sons of
Yeah.
Anarchy pisses on him. The first scene, you're like, what? Pisses on him. I'm like, what are we watching? What's
Hey,
going on here?
Hey, a golden shower in the first
My
scene, I
wife's
love
like,
it.
the show's so good. I'm like, are you trying to?
Who said that, Quinn?
Yeah. I'm like, what?
Pee on you.
Has
I
she
want to
ever
take a
pissed
pee
on
on you.
She
Must
wants
be
to piss on
weird
you.
not having anybody come on you.
I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, this is weird. Anyway, all right, Eagles, back to the birds.
Take a pee on
Here we
you.
go.
Piss, 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 drip, drip, drip. Use your face as a toilet seat.
Go ahead, take a little drip.
I thought we were going back to the Eagles.
Take a little tinkle.
All right.
So that's page 17. Hold on. He's getting
I say Eagles 23, Saints 16.
tinkle. Go on. Take a couple trips.
All right, go ahead.
With a few trips.
I'm sorry. What's it?
Take a few drips.
What are you saying?
Yeah,
With
a few.
all right, so we're
Now
giving
leave
our
'em, don't take 'em.
we're giving our predictions as if
Blame it
Minshew.
on my
It's fine.
ADD.
Minshew is the start.
Yeah.
I know this is a very abbreviated live show.
Sal.
Uh,
Yeah, so I say Eagles 23, Saints 16.
Ooh, close.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I think the Saints stay in it. They play good defense. Well,
I'm gonna go 27-16. 27-17. 27-17. Eagles win. I think that they keep them like they've done a lot of games. They keep them at arm's length mostly the entire game, and then at the end of it, you kind of sweat just a little bit, but you never really feel it's in doubt.
I mean, I can't argue with that.
I
But
was pointing at Mark.
26-23.
I'm sorry.
Eagles.
26-23.
Oh wow, you think it's a close
I
game?
think it's a close game.
oh,
and-
so you're sitting when you're sitting there like biting your nails,
they
like
are
what
who
the
we
fuck's
thought
going
they
on?
were.
here?
I was.
And we
I
let 'em
thought,
off.
I thought they were going to kill Dallas, and they didn't. So I'm going to say.
Yeah, but they put up 30-some points on
They
Dallas,
did. They did put some. They put a higher score.
and they gave that they had 4 turnovers.
Yeah, fuck that.
I
Gary,
mean,
do you have a tight game or
nah.
all right? So Gary,
I work with retards.
I agree.
28-7 Eagles.
28-7.
Get the fuck out of here!
28-7.
Get the fuck out of here!
28-7.
They're gonna hold them to 7 points. When's the last time a
28-7.
team got held to 7 points?
No.
Gary was seen in the back of the Eagles locker room. Jerry,
Girl's got a new toy.
she's blowing a guy. And she's having trouble. I'm just- your wife's gonna kill me.
She is.
Like,
Yeah,
I've
Gary,
been-
Gary, it's double digits. I'm gonna go 34. I'm gonna go 34-17. I don't even know if they even score 17. It might be 34-13. I'm gonna go 34-13.
They're going to
Wow.
put 34 points up on that Saints
Yes.
defense. That
They
Saints
put
defense is
34
good.
against the Cowboys defense, who's better than the Saints.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cowboys
All
defense
right,
is better
all
than the
right.
Saints. Yeah.
I think the Cowboys. Yeah. But
Peterson said sack fest, and he might be right about that because the Cowboys' offensive line is really good, and the Eagles still got to Prescott 3 times.
Yeah.
New Orleans Saints offensive line
No,
is
it's
not
not.
that not good. They're not going to be able to run against the Eagles defense. Like Kamara is good. Like we know Kamara is a good running back.
he might not even play.
Like
Yeah, he might not
Hargrave.
even play. Yeah, that's a good point.
Hargrave was snubbed with the Pro Bowl. He's going to come out. He's going to have a phenomenal game. He's going to light this up. That they're not getting more than 7 points. They're just not. Expeditiously.
Expeditiously.
Yeah,
All right.
expeditiously.
All right.
Kick ass.
Yeah. So,
Exponentially.
well, we clinched-
Exponentially.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. It's in the best of.
Figure it out.
It's in the best of. It's in the best of.
What, Ryan and his 50-cent words?
Yeah. Oh, it's in there.
No, they
Trust me.
they clinch this week, and then next week give Hurts a couple series, put the button,
Okay.
just wait out the.
I don't think there's any chance of that. They win tomorrow. The Hurts isn't coming near the field next week.
You don't
No.
think?
No.
Nah, probably not.
Well,
if
if
he
they-
plays tomorrow or Sunday,
What's the point?
if he
If they
plays
clinch
Sunday,
you
the
kept-
one
if you
seed
kept-
tomorrow, why would he play?
Right. Like if you kept them out, like granted that it's
I
an
didn't
injury-
say to play the whole game. I said play a couple series like a
right. But
preseason.
if you like with this on the line, we all like it looks like he's that borderline to play, and he doesn't play.
I'm just saying, so he's not that. So
I'm
it's
sorry,
not
did you say
6
on the
weeks worth of
line?
rust.
And so 2 series is going to shake that off. You know what I mean? To me, that's pointless.
All right.
You know.
Okay.
It's a
Well, you
lot.
just hope that he
It's a
doesn't have too
lot.
much rust when they finally play.
Stinks.
All right.
I'm at the create a page with just the ones we use a lot because it's hard scrolling.
But
especially
the old ones. That was here.
Oh, the old-
Hear
oh.
this shit that I ain't heard before. Or shit that I ain't
oh,
heard.
dude, there's shit I haven't heard in 7 years on this board that we'll play at some point in the next few weeks. Like it's insane. I do not use a self check. No,
I like to deal with a
Especially
person.
Yes.
what? Oh, with produce.
No, I want to
Yeah.
deal with a person, not a freaking computer that took someone's job.
All right, so we
They
got.
took our
They
job.
took your job.
all right, so-
Job.
And if
Yeah.
Yeah, you're constantly calling someone over. Yeah, can you look at this?
And if
Like-
you feel like it's
We
too easy
can't
for you,
send
try
the
in Spanish.
cashier. Oh, yeah.
We had no idea.
We're
what
not
we were
sending a
buying.
cashier. Oh,
Is it in
yeah.
Spanish?
Ooh, yeah.
I'd be all fucked up.
How much money did I spend? What's going on here?
Lights are going off.
Between the hours of 6 and 7, there's no cashier available. Oh, yeah. Ooh,
Yo, you gotta check out a show. Yo, you gotta check out a show.
Out of produce.
Yes.
Macho Man.
Yo, you gotta check out a show. There's a show on Netflix called Paradise PD. And one of the fucking characters
Is Macho
the
Man's
skeleton of Macho Man Randy Savage.
which makes no sense.
No, none.
All right, so two things we got to bring up before we move on, and then do while you were drunk, and then I'm trying my best.
That's all right. You can't.
Avante Maddox
Dude,
out.
I'm done with this dude in his toe or his fucking shit.
Though.
When he plays, he misses 8-9 games a year.
Yeah, it's Peterson said you can't let Hurts become an ice cube. He has to play a few sets.
I
That's me.
disagree. I
Yeah.
disagree. If he's not playing Sunday and they win, you
Although,
ain't
if he only
Hurts.
plays Sunday, that means he plays one time out of the last 4
I
weeks.
think that is what it is.
Okay.
No, if he doesn't play Sunday, he doesn't play at all.
Oh,
He's
if
still
they
like
win-
for 6
oh,
weeks or
yeah,
something.
You're right. Yeah,
and
you're
it
right.
is what it is to me at that point. It is what it is.
Shit, that's a good point, man. Oh, that's tough. All right. And also, big story this week. Lane Johnson.
Talk about it.
Lane Johnson's out. Wait, what, Johnson?
Yeah.
Stuck my big black Johnson right down his goddamn throat.
Lane Johnson's out for a while. I didn't even see a smirk from Jerry. That's not good.
But talk about a tough motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No surgery. He'll be back. He'll be back by the playoffs.
And he'll just play through it and get the surgery in
And
the
then-
offseason.
yeah.
Mhm.
Talk about a tough motherfucker, man.
Yep.
Clay Harbor came out and said because he had the same injury apparently. He
Clay
said-
Harbor did?
Yeah. And he's like, I don't understand how somebody could do that.
Yeah, Peterson just said he's an absolute beast. Wow.
Yep.
Dude, that's the makings of a Super Bowl bound team. So I was asked.
That's like the storybook part of it. Like,
I played
kinda,
around the golf today. Good for you. I'm not getting into it. But I played with someone who's a Chiefs fan, and he came up to me and said, "Honestly, who's making a Super Bowl?" And
Who was that?
I literally,
Sudley?
Steve's kid.
Oh.
He's a Chiefs fan. I looked at him. I said, "Chris,
Cheddar?
I got to be honest with you.
Cheddar Bob.
I don't see the Eagles losing to an NFC team in the playoffs."
If you ask me right now, I said it's the Chiefs and Eagles in the Super Bowl.
I don't know. Like, hey, look, 49ers.
I'm with
Like,
you.
yes, but is Purdy beating the Eagles defense? Purdy hasn't
No,
faced a
I
good
don't
defense
know. I
yet.
don't know if he's beating this defense here in the NFC Championship.
It's going to be
game
here.
when it's fucking 14 degrees out, and I don't know if Burt. I
Dude,
don't know.
they're making the Super Bowl.
14
The Eagles
I'll
win
mean
Sunday.
that. Oh, yeah.
Their playoff games are here. They're winning. They're going to the. I said go. They're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They are going to the
And
Super
could
Bowl.
you
You're right
imagine?
first time.
Can you imagine
Andy Reid.
going for a ring against the Eagles? Dude,
Well, thank God he already got one. Thank God he already
Yeah,
got one.
could you imagine
No.
that?
Eagles win. Eagles beat the Chiefs.
Let's
Eagles
beat the
beat the
Saints.
Chiefs.
Let's
All
beat
right,
the
let's beat the
Saints.
And when the Saints
Yeah.
come marching
Get
in,
this shit stomped out of
and
them.
when the
Saints get
Saints
stomped.
stomped it in.
Not saying I completely disagree with you, but
But if they lose,
right now things change. But
things are going to be tough. I don't want to think about that.
Nope.
I don't want to think about
So
it.
let's just beat the Saints. New Year's coming. Let's just beat the Saints.
And then that
I don't want to think about the future. I'm thinking about Sunday.
You're one that always.
you guys
but
are
you're
talking
one-
about a
you're
little
one-
bit of doubt creeps in. That's when a little bit of doubt
Yeah.
creeps in. But that's on like I still think that they wipe the floor with the Giants.
Yeah, but they
If they-
have to wipe the
I-
floor with the Giants.
I understand, and I
To
think that's
have
What
to.
the
fine.
drawers? What the Giants drawers?
Yeah, the Giants. draw.
Especially with
3, 5,
Hurts
4,
playing,
4.
but
I got a big pile of
I don't think it's
dung.
going to matter.
I got a big stain in my. So let's just enjoy the ride. Let's not look too far ahead.
You're
Let's
right. I
beat the
know.
Saints.
I know. You're right.
And
I
you're
always-
the one that says that the most. So
I do.
let's just beat the Saints.
You're
Shut
right.
the fuck up.
You're right. It's too far.
It's
It's actually not that far.
under S. All right, let's get this shit going, man. We didn't even start the best of yet.
All right.
We're a bunch of assholes.
30 minutes in and we haven't even started this show.
No, it was going to take 30 minutes. We knew that.
Yeah. All right. While you're drunk, quick stories, guys.
I am not drunk, man. You're trying to make me drunk.
It's time to catch up on some things you may have missed.
Do you think a six-pack is acceptable?
Wow, you were drunk.
I'm drunk and I love cats. What more do you need to know?
Pele
Yo, yeah.
passed away at the age of 82. Apparently, there he is right there. If anyone's watching live, you can see 82 years old, soccer, probably the GOAT of soccer.
Yeah.
And everyone's, we just did a Pele. Like that's the
I really like soccer. It's a great sport.
Yeah,
Striker lines up.
Pele passed away at the age of 82. Apparently, his family was surrounded him at the time of his death, which is that's nice. But they kind of knew it was coming.
80 years old.
He was sick. I know that.
Yeah, Christmas. They thought he was gonna pass away on Christmas. So Pele soccer passed away at the age of 82.
Tim, I won't be home this Christmas.
What Pele?
I can't come out. My Pele's acting up. Christmas. Gotta get some cream for my Pele.
Kiss him, Clark. He's got an unidentified.
He had an unidentified fungus.
I wouldn't do that. She got Pele, Clark.
Falls in a well, eyes go across, kicked by a mule, dies on the bed.
Hold up.
So apparently they don't know how many kids Pele even has.
So he's like Nick Cannon?
Yeah. He's like Sean Kemp.
All over the world.
He's like a Marty Cromartie.
Morocco Pele.
Antonio Cromartie.
Morocco Pele.
Right,
Brazil Pele. Fucking Belgium Pele. Tokyo Pele.
Sophie busted.
The vaults of CPS are coming out.
So in his life, so in his life, he bust 75 nuts.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Remember back in the day when Will Chamberlain was the one that everybody talked about? Nobody even talks about Will Chamberlain anymore.
What do you have? 23 or something?
Shit, I don't know.
Nick Cannon's got 50.
Well,
How many does Nick Cannon have?
I don't know, 14.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's got 14 kids from
Dude,
5
he's on
different
that-
moms.
He's on that Masked Singer. My wife watches it.
I
Don't
hate
ask.
that fucking show. I hate him.
So he does.
Everybody though.
Yeah.
I'm going to calm your knob.
There was some comedian that was on that was in the mask, and he's talking to her, interviewing her after her thing. She said, "Can you take a couple steps back away? I don't want you to get me pregnant."
Yo,
Right to his
Jesus
face. It was
Christ.
fucking hysterical.
Anytime Nick Cannon's around, you hear. You're like, uh-oh.
How many pages did you go through to find that?
No, I'm actually was trying to look for "Gotta Love My Shorts," but I can't find it.
We lost God.
No, I don't think we lost it. I gotta find it somewhere. It's on some other. I gotta fix that. All right.
Do you feel like you're Nick Cannon? Try Trojan light skin condoms. It's got the light feel, but you don't knock her up.
That thing you said.
You know what I'm saying?
So the Hogs, the original Hogs,
Yes, sir.
are suing Dan Snyder, owner of the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
And apparently, did they unveil their mascot already?
The Hogs.
Yeah.
I don't
No.
think
The Commanders apparently unveiled their mascot, and it's a fucking pig. It's a pig. So I think the Hogs are suing for that. I don't know the whole story, but like,
Is John Reagan's part of that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Good.
So yeah, the original line and the lineman
Only
and
the
running back.
Washington fucking football team can get sued by their own team.
That organization's a fucking.
How's
What a
Dan
mess.
Snyder still an owner?
That's a disaster.
What a mess, man.
Hackett was fired this week from Denver. I want to bring that up. So quick question: is it the coach? Is it the quarterback?
I think it's a little bit more of the quarterback. It's a little of the coach. Russell Wilson's fucking toast.
Look at Sean scrolling
No,
through.
I'm sorry. I'm trying
He's
to find
fucking toast.
Alphabetical. I heard he came in there and was a complete douchebag,
Apparently,
which is weird because he seemed like a decent
Oh,
guy.
I found it. It's under.
all over my shorts.
It's under my shorts.
so bad he had to go.
So Pete Carroll, but like he's seen it. He's seen it
So
all.
you're making fun of me about the cheese and shit, and now you're gonna come over and have some? Is that how it works? You gotta walk like a country mile to come over to get some, but yeah.
A what?
Yeah,
mile?
so you know
A country mile.
he's seen it coming.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. It's I agree.
Well, I mean, you can't fire a quarterback that you just paid $200 and some million
Yeah,
to.
they're
So
stuck. They're stuck on him. They're stuck for
unless they
I
can
think
find
it's-
somebody
I
to
think
trade,
it's I think it's either 24. They can get out of the contract. So unless he,
all that cheese. Is that what you
unless
said?
he retires, like they're stuck.
Mark's saying that's danger.
Yeah.
He's gonna make Swiss farms tomorrow.
You think it was coming? He saw it coming.
I do.
I'm coming day and night.
Hey, I haven't heard that
you
one
think
before.
Hackett? Yeah.
No, I think Pete Carroll's seen it coming. That's what happened with him and Pete Carroll in Seattle. I think Pete Carroll wanted
Yeah.
to move on, and it turned into a thing. And
Oh, all right.
You know that thing.
You did a thing? You know that thing?
All right. I got like 2 more stories, I think.
Just two?
Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah. Big. This is a big.
Teddy
one.
Ruxpin over here. No story.
No, he's Teddy Ruxpin.
JJ Watt announced his retirement. He's done after this year.
Yeah.
I know my JJ Watt, Hall of Famer, 100%.
absolutely.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
3-time. What do you mean? 3-time Defensive Player of the Year.
But he had a like a 4 or 5 year run, and then that was it.
That's all it takes in football,
That's
dude.
true. That's true.
And 3-time Defensive
Yeah.
Player of the Year.
Yeah, yeah.
That in itself, I was like,
And it's crazy that
I
he's
did
probably
the
not
same-
the best Watt anymore. Like,
No,
I did the
TJ's
same thing.
best Watt right now.
I did the
not
same
just
thing.
right now, but like TJ might be the best Watt of them all. Like
Yeah.
at the end,
Mhm.
when all is said and done. Probably not yet, but
He might
So
be.
you're saying Hall of Famer, Sean?
Yeah, JJ's a
JJ
Hall
Watt's
of
a
Famer.
Hall of Famer easily.
First ballot.
yes.
Think about the great defensive player. Did Brian Dawkins ever win Defensive Player of the Year?
No, and
And he's a Hall of Famer.
JJ Watt's
3-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, if you remember back, man, J Watt like single-handedly won some games for the Texans. He'd have an interception. He'd have 4 sacks.
Yeah.
He had 18
Oh.
tackles. You know what I mean? Like,
That'd be like saying like is Aaron Donald a Hall of Famer?
yeah, that's a good
Like if Aaron Donald retired right now, he'd be a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer. Yeah,
So why would-
Aaron Donald's a Hall of
Yeah.
Famer.
Right.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't JJ Watt be?
right.
Right. Yep. Yeah. So congratulations on an amazing career, JJ Watt. Yeah, Hall of Fame worthy, absolutely. Gene Segura signed a 2-year deal for $17 million with the Florida Marlins or
Fuck 'em,
Miami
they
Marlins.
can have him.
Yeah, so I guess he's just worried about money.
Yeah, that's a
You know what I mean?
like that's where like an aging veteran that's like just collecting a pay like that's a Florida Marlins move right there.
Yep. And final story. David Ortiz. Do you remember 2019? Some people tried to kill him. Yeah, they were assigned. Jesus Christ. They were charged and
Oh, he stole her fucking Kubota.
I still think we should take a ride.
well, anyway, his
Should've
assailants
wrote-
to be
I still
10
get
years in prison for
That's it?
attempted murder. 10 years.
Yeah.
That's
Huh.
it.
That's it.
And it took 4 years to get that done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he's landscape.
Yeah, I mean,
Should have rode the John Deere.
apparently it takes a year to get a fucking extra room put on my house. So, you know,
Wait till the patio. You
See?
get 2 years for that.
See,
See, senor.
they're not even, they're not.
They're not.
Oh, I'm sorry. And before we move on to the best of, this is very important to bring up.
I mean,
This is not a why you were drunk story, but it should be. We got to talk real briefly the James Harden situation. So a story came out this week
Jesse James Harden.
that James Harden wants to return to Houston, right? So my immediate thing is my immediate reaction was this is bullshit, right?
Yeah.
And then I went, wait a minute. This is also the NBA where shit gets out and things leak and stories become true even though they don't seem to be, which is ridiculous because it's it's not even the middle of the season yet. You're still before the new year. Why is this guy already thinking about next year and where he's going to go and how did that leak? And then of course Harden comes out and goes, I'm here. Where does this story come from? I'm here. What's your take?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Uh,
I wouldn't be
I mean,
surprised.
My thing's why though.
Because it's the
I don't
NBA.
get it.
Like,
Yeah,
see,
but why
I'm-
would you go back to Houston? They suck.
money?
He wants to win.
Money.
I-
Does he?
He took a pay cut to win here.
What does he? He goes and plays 3 years in Houston, and they give him fucking $48 million a year. Does he want to win?
Why would they give him $48 million a year?
Because it's Houston.
Yeah,
And
but
it's
he's at
James
the end
Harden.
of yeah, that's true. But he's also at the end of his career. Like
And
he
he'll
won't fill
put-
the seat. So
He would, yeah.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of with you.
You know, if he leaves,
I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his eggs.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because you think that like getting that salary off the books, but the way that the NBA works,
Fat,
It
fat,
doesn't-
dribble.
it doesn't actually matter because you can't actually get somebody in return. He's like you only get like a mid-level exception or something if he leaves. Because if he's on your team, you can pay him a shit ton, but if he goes off your team, then you're fucked. Yeah, I mean, Sean, I think I had the same reaction that you did. It was
It's
bullshit,
someone-
and then it was kind of
John
like that.
Clark.
But then he actually said that it wasn't true.
and John Clark ran out and ran. I'm like, that's not. It's not like John Clark to run the
No.
story like that. I'm like, what's going on
I
here?
think
Like,
there's
if
a
this
little
is-
truth to it. I do.
If there's smoke, there's fire. I'm
Right.
sorry.
And
that's-
NBA
but
I've
that's
always
where-
gone
but
by
that's-
that.
But that's where I kind of like I'm with you. I read a little bit about it. Like Houston's where that's his claim to fame. Like that's where he's like the man.
god.
Yeah, he's a god there.
good for you.
And it's close to the
He's close to
Kardashians.
the
There you go.
Kardashians.
Yeah.
I hear there's a lot of good
Can't
strip
wait.
clubs in
Fuck
Houston.
that.
I think he's you know
Probably got the best weed. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Fat, fat,
Yeah.
dribble,
The
dribble.
Cavassier. You know.
Right. That's
Fake-
true.
Fake butts.
But if
So
the
is it
Sixers,
fake
if the
butts?
Sixers make it out of the second round, then maybe none of this matters.
Fucking jitbag.
If
We'll
he
see.
leaves,
We'll see.
If they don't, then
dude, this is fun. And they're so big and colorful.
I know.
Like there's so many things to choose from.
So
This is
we-
bad. This is
Stick around. We are doing the best of.
Over here.
Yeah, we're
Fat,
back.
We
We're
are
back.
doing the
dribble.
best of tonight.
We are doing the
Yeah,
best
we're-
of.
yeah, we're
So what's your take, Rye? The full mouth.
Okay, now let's try to get an answer from someone who's not a complete retard.
It's the NBA.
That's a good point.
Fat, fat, dribble, dribble. Fat, fat, dribble, dribble.
thank you for the commentary, Gary.
You're welcome.
I wouldn't be surprised if he leaves.
He said triple.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Sixers win the title. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't get out of the first round. I've said it over and over and over.
with Ryan.
I've said it over and over and over and over. I love basketball. The NBA is a joke. It's a complete joke.
But I mean, the last 4 months, Ryan, you're like, who gives a fuck? I don't care what happens. this
And
season.
that's what
Dave
they,
Peterson
that's what,
says. Is someone creating drama?
right, and that's what the league has done to me. Like I love Joel Embiid, I love the Sixers, I love basketball, I love the sport. This league is a joke.
Notice he didn't say I love James Harden.
It's a complete joke. No, I don't love James Harden yet.
James Harden's only been here a year, and he hasn't really
Right.
proven.
Yeah,
He
you gotta
hasn't
be
done
here.
much.
You got to be here for 2 years.
Fat,
Well,
dribble, dribble.
well,
No, I mean he hasn't.
Or we're in
he
a Super
hasn't-
Bowl.
He hasn't produced enough
Yeah,
to
of
like
course.
be loved.
Right, of course. But you only have to have you only gotta have 2 good years though. Like you only gotta have 2 good years though, and then you'll make the fucking Philadelphia Hall of Fame like Roy Halladay.
That's right.
And then goes dive into the ocean.
That ain't right, guys.
Rocky Mountain High, Colorado.
All right. Well, I think it's time.
That's who's driving me home,
No,
Doc
we're
Holliday.
drinking.
He's going to fly
You guys
me
ready?
home.
Oh, what are we drinking tonight? That's right. That's true. What are we drinking tonight? Jesus Christ, so many fucking pages. Ah,
New Trail Gearhead.
I can't. Yeah, New Trail
I
Gearhead,
like that. I like that can. That's
Hazy Pale Ale.
Flavorful.
Good stuff.
I got the Bell's Two-Hearted
Two-Hearted Ale.
Ale.
That's a good beer.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good.
I got Old Reliable. I got Yingling.
Yeah,
All
nice.
reliable.
Mine's out of Guyana. It's something new. Well, not
Guyana?
new. Yeah, it's an
Guyana.
old school. It's an
What's
old
that
school
from?
drink.
Black Panther?
No, Guyana. Well, yeah. I mean,
Oh, that's
yeah,
Wakanda.
It's also Jungle Juice. Jim Jones. It's really good.
Oh, it is. It says drink up on it.
Everybody, show everybody
There he goes.
Yeah,
He's got. So he's drinking some Jim
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 Jungle
Jones.
Juice.
Drink up. There you go.
Yeah.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Guyana, where the nuns make you feel more than at home.
Has to be a real big woman.
All right. Well, I think it's time, guys.
30 picks.
I think it's
Let's
time.
go.
So
Let's go.
we'll be back right after. So we got about an hour and 45, something like that.
Tune in because we'll come back on after this and we'll hit
Real quick, yeah.
We'll hit.
We just so you like us. If anyone's watching, if you haven't been a part of this over the last like 2 years, I guess we've been doing it streaming live. You're gonna be tuning in, going, "What's going on here?" We're just gonna be sitting here watching it and laughing and having a good time. And we hope that everyone
party.
Yeah, everyone listening. We hope you guys do the same because it's what Mike just said.
Like Jay, come on out of the tent on the beach in Florida and listen up.
Fuck you. All right,
promise.
So,
promise.
Get the sense, boys and girls. Here is your 2022 best of
Insane.
coming at you.
Another year is in the books, filled with laughs, screams, beers, and guests. We will now play back some of our favorite moments, so enjoy the year in review.
So this is a question I was going to ask everybody here, but while you're on, Ed, because we were talking before the show, guys like Russell Wilson are going to be out there. They have a chance to maybe make a move and try to get him, and I see head nod. Yeah, and I agree. I think you've gotten to this point with Jalen. I think you stick with him. He deserves.
He at least deserves another year.
Oh yeah, well, you made a playoff team. You made a playoff. He's an alternate Pro Bowler. He deserves another chance here, right?
I don't know.
think so. I mean, he's gotten better.
Yeah.
I don't know about the word deserves. Like, I'm sorry, Russell Wilson's proven. I think Jalen Hurts has gotten better as the year goes on. I think he's turning into a decent a solid quarterback. But if I got a chance to give Russell Wilson, I'm doing it.
But what you have to give up for Russell Wilson,
I'd give Jalen Hurts and a number 1 pick for him.
I can't. I know.
and the fact that you're going to have to pay Russell Wilson,
Yeah.
and that hurts the rest of your roster. Seattle doesn't like. There's something to be said about having a young quarterback that's not making as much money that allows you to fill. When you fill up your roster, when you like most teams that pay the quarterbacks don't end up.
But that you're 1 year outside of that. If Jalen Hurts turns into what we want to, you have to pay him after next year.
You're going to have to pay him after next year, but you're still going to get 2 years before you have to pay him.
I want to see what happens with Hurts with a good number 2 wide receiver on this team. Ed, I mean, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we do know the Eagles won a Super Bowl when they were paying Carson Wentz his rookie contract, and it allowed them to build up other parts of their team. And, I would like to see them use, 3 of those picks to draft guys or trade and get a receiver in here, because I do agree they need a number 2. And I wrote about Calvin Ridley being a possibility now. He's been out since week 4 dealing with a mental health issue. We don't know what that is. He may end up retiring. He just turned 27, but you would think he's got a lot of football ahead of him. And, maybe you make a play for Calvin Ridley, another Alabama receiver, to play with Hurts, who played with him at Alabama, and Devontae Smith, who is very good friends with Calvin Ridley. The Eagles have a good history of working with guys with mental health issues. Brandon Brooks, Lane Johnson, they have a good support system in place. So maybe Ridley's enticed by that. But, getting back to Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers or Deshaun Watson, I'm not so sure I would go that route. I know Russell Wilson's 34, and I know quarterbacks can play till they're 40 or whatever. But I would just stick to my guns with Hurts, build other parts of my team. Maybe in 2023, I don't even know what the quarterback class looks like then. But this class coming out doesn't look like there's anybody in there that can play better than Hurts. No. But I don't know. I would be really hesitant to go get Russell Wilson just because of the cost. You'd have to pay him, and then you wonder how much longer he'll play.
Yeah, we got somebody doing UFC for us. We got a hockey guy. We got
SG Carter. Is SG Carter doing some UFC?
I can't confirm or deny that.
So SG Carter's doing some UFC.
I thought
stuff.
that you said.
I thought you said. Hey, Rattlers! There's Rattlers on the roof. Rattlers! I hear that? A deer! There's a deer up there! It's Santa Claus! Fucking Rocky 5 is the fucking All right.
I guess Adrian can make some sandwiches or something.
We do not make fun of rock.
Let's see. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Hey.
So,
Hey.
Let me call.
There's my
Hold on.
lifeline.
Let me call Cinnamon. Yo, Cinnamon. You up? Oh, you still working? Shit.
Funny, her name's Cinnamon, but she tastes like fish.
Hey, you animal, you remember when I was driving you so and so and you were putting 4 cc's of heroin? Can you help me out with this question? Yo, how about if your coach didn't call a timeout, we were going to kneel.
Oh my God.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
Yeah.
He called a timeout because they were going to kneel.
He said we're going to tie and just go to the playoffs. Tied.
He wanted to win the game?
Yes.
Yo, that's a big fuck you, Roger Goodell.
He's like, apparently these teams hate each
I
other
was
enough to
hoping-
where he's like, no, fuck that. I'd rather sacrifice my chance myself for a chance to win than
Yes. I pissed Roger Goodell off.
I was going to go to the playoffs, but I got high.
Yeah.
that was great.
And the crowd's like, they do it in Morse code. BadandJoy.com.
They started singing, grab
Wait a minute, dude.
people, grab people, binary jewelry, grab people.
Have you noticed an unfamiliar smell? Can you not realize what the color has been before you started? Holy shit. Can we treat the Blue Waffle? Absolutely we can. Give us a call. You'll have her back to riding like a puppy in 3 weeks.
Are we doing an ad or a promo for something that doesn't exist?
BinaryJewelry.com.
Now it does exist, Mike. Now it does exist. All right.
People are going to go there getting the wrong idea.
Wait. There ain't no goddamn anal beats for my second cousin's forearm animal. Goddamn liars. Goddamn cheat.
Them fucking corner pub sport fuckers. Not only do they not know sports, I lost my fucking house because of them. Now I can't get no fucking fish stick cooks at BinaryJewelry.com.
Hey, my
Wait. How the fuck am I even on the internet? I don't have a computer. I don't have a phone. Them corner pub sport fuckers, I'm going to kill them.
So wait a second. When did we start becoming popular with the redneck crew?
God damn it. Goddamn quarter plus sports people call me rednecks. Don't they know who I am? Plus, these motherfuckers lost my house and my daughter lost Virginia on the same night. God damn it. I lost everything.
My brother was there.
Do we got a promo for it?
What? Promo? Who does promos?
This is Corner Pub Sports Movie Review with Gary. Stay drunk or fuck you.
So why is it a porn star?
Because the review gets not thumbs up. It gets full erect, half erect, semi-erect,
Oh.
or limp.
Oh man. Okay. So what does this get?
Full erect, semi-erect.
You gotta hear.
No, I'm asking what this movie gets. Do you do it at the end or at the beginning?
I'm just playing a game for Ryan.
This is Corner Pub Sports Movie Review with Gary. Stay drunk or fuck you.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Yo, play that shit. DJ, spin that
All right,
shit.
Gary.
All right.
You
So
reviewed
give
the movie
review at the end,
Happiness.
right? I give you give the final.
Hey, I'll tell you. As the Beatles would say, happiness is a warm gun. This movie, Happiness, is not a warm gun. There's fucking bends and twists through this entire motherfucker. You got a doctor, he's hearing, he's a psychiatrist, he's hearing this, he's hearing that. But, outside his office, he's dreaming about molesting boys. So he gets this one boy to come over.
It's his son's friend.
Yes.
Yeah, his best friend.
Yeah. And you don't see it, but
They were tight.
Like
But not after that. No.
Nah, it's definitely loose now.
like you notice. You see him thinking about it.
I'm sorry, spoiler. The kid turns into fucking ground beef. It's all prolapsed.
No, that's terrible.
It's like a fucking. It's like Alien and Alien 3 comes out, but it's red, bleeding.
It's like ground.
It's
All right, wait.
bleeding.
Who's doing the review? Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry.
So you hear this kid tell his mom, "Oh, there's blood in my poop."
It's because your sphincter got abused.
Yeah, he got pulverized.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
Oh my God.
That's not the whole thing. Talk about the Seymour, Philip Seymour Hoffman character.
It was terrible.
He was an upstanding citizen, wasn't he?
I love Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Dude, so
remember when he got set on fire in fucking Red Dragon?
Go down the hill.
He's on the fucking wheelchair. He's like, he's on fire.
He's all dehydrated. He's like, what you gotta do to me?
Oh, he played Mason?
Huh?
Which one
And the
was it?
ironic part,
Red Dragon.
they're like,
Oh, Red Dragon.
Philip, listen, this is gonna be really weird, but the way you die in this movie is gonna be better than the way you really die in.
Trust me.
It only gets worse in your real life. You'll be all right.
Well, which one's he?
The blonde-headed dude.
With Laura Flynn Boyle, the attractive girl that he calls.
You didn't watch that far, did you?
Yeah. What do you do in the movie?
That's the redheaded guy with the glasses.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I want to sniff your wet pussy. Oh, this and that. He's calling her.
She lives like 3 doors down from him in the apartment complex.
Right. Right. And then you got the fat chick that comes off. She's trying to fucking ride on top.
I have a feeling that Gary read the synopsis of this movie and read movie quotes and remember a few and didn't actually see the movie.
How much did you watch, bro?
First hour of it.
The whole hour?
First hour.
Your
disagree.
details are a little vague, bro.
Yeah. I feel like he's reading the synopsis of the movie.
You saying I read the clip notes?
Listen, he's laughing.
Yeah,
Right?
you got him.
He's
Sean, you
laughing.
got him. You got him, dude. You got him.
You fucking cheated. Oh shit!
What about the
Dave Peterson just said? Hold on, dude. Hold on. I gotta take a drink to this. It just hit me. Gary's voice reminds me of Harry DeCase.
Really?
Who?
Harry Callis?
No. Come on.
Come on, Dave.
He wants you to sing High Hopes.
We got high hopes. We got high hopes. We got high apple pie in the sky. Hopes.
No,
I love you, bro, but you're not
I don't
Harry
see it.
Callis. Sorry, Dave.
No.
I disagree.
No, I disagree with that.
This is Howard Cosell.
You're not Howard Cosell either.
I'm better than that.
No, you're not Harry Cosell. All right,
You're the best thing nobody's heard of, bro.
let's move on. Meatloaf passed away at the age of 74.
He found paradise by the dashboard light.
What's
Waiting for it. Like you're waiting for something.
Look,
74 years old.
given his size,
That's not
I'm
funny.
surprised he made it that far.
It's
Yeah.
not funny.
All right, guys. I got a really personal.
His name
tribute.
was Robert Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson.
Hey, Mom!
Brian, stop.
His name
The
was
meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf!
I can't.
Ma, the
That's
meatloaf!
not funny.
Fuck!
That's not funny.
I put that on the board
I
just
think it is.
just for tonight.
That's not funny.
I put that on the board just for tonight.
Wow!
Meatloaf! Hey, Mom! The meatloaf!
Encore?
So 74 years old.
That's Wedding Crashers.
Yeah. Let's go catch up.
That's a
And fucking onions.
Dave Peterson said,
Cheese.
meatloaf recipe, 1800 degrees for 3 hours.
Gary, no, what's your good memory of meatloaf?
Polsky said it's good with mashed potatoes.
And string beans.
And the jokes fly.
What is it?
in.
It's a
You
shepherd's
know,
pie.
you're-
Shepherd's pie is
yeah,
mashed potatoes and
yeah,
meatloaf.
yeah.
Shepherd's pie, yeah.
You know,
Meatloaf style
You
shepherd's
guys
pie.
are fucked up.
You know, if Meatloaf would have ate some string beans, he might not be dead.
Gary's crying. He's upset.
Hey, Ma!
Hold on. Dave Peterson said, "Great memory, guys. I just want you to know that 2 out of 3 ain't bad." What's the matter? Come on, share a memory.
Why you get all sensitive, bro? Come on.
Garrett, share a memory of Meatloaf.
We want it now. The
Like, why is Meatloaf the one that you're all upset at? Why Meatloaf?
You make fun of Roy Halladay, but
Right, like Roy Halladay flies into a fucking mountain, but that's okay. But Meatloaf's not. Like, why are you being all sensitive, bro?
I got my first piece of ass listening to Meatloaf.
Did you? Tell the story.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
You know where Pennypack Park is?
Yeah.
All right. So what
Go
song
ahead.
was
Let's
playing?
hear your story.
It's Christmas. Paradise by the Dashboard Light is playing. Yeah, this chick got a brand new leather jacket for her fucking Christmas present.
You got it all over my shirt.
Was it Karen Riley? It was. It was.
But wait a second. Why is he
care.
ready? Why is he ready to play now?
Right. He. I don't
How did
care.
his mental illness
Also,
go
he got
away?
traded, and all of a sudden he's ready to
Right
play.
now he's mentally ready to play. Get the fuck out of here with
He
that.
said from the start he'll never play in Philadelphia again.
Exactly.
And then it's there's something wrong with me. He tried to play the mental health card so he wouldn't get fined.
Right.
And then he wouldn't see their doctors, so then he got fined because he wasn't following
Right.
protocol, and that's what happened. So it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. Anyway, fuck him. We got James Harden.
Yes.
So Nancy Kerrigan and the person who found Jared Giambi were screaming the same thing.
They have the same.
That's fucked up.
Yo.
They have the same pawn shop broker.
Yo. Yo.
Send lawyers, guns, and money.
That's fucked up. You guys are fucked up.
You gotta rethink shit here, man.
This is the shit that pisses me off. This motherfucker starts it. He's the one that starts it and says it. And all of a sudden, like, the innocence of, like, you guys are fucked up. I don't know why I hang out with you guys.
Yeah, you
You
guys
fucking instigates every one of these things.
I love this. We're about to bring our guest on. We haven't had him on since October 2020. I love the name he just used on our screen. It's Bob Coondog. Bob Cooney, welcome.
Yo.
Welcome, brother.
What's up, boys?
Cheers.
How are you, man?
Everything good?
Oh, we're good now. We are good now.
Well, we're getting there.
Yeah, so James Harden comes to Philadelphia. Did you see it happening, or like were you like us? You didn't really see it. What did you think was going to happen with Ben? Like, what were your thoughts when it first happened? Like, just go through your mindset.
Yeah, it was on Daryl Morey's mind ever since he got here.
Sure.
That was pretty obvious. Word that's come about since it all went down was they were pretty close last year to getting it done, and that may have been the beginning of the end for Ben Simmons. It seems like that's one of the things that put him over the top, that they put him on the trading block, that Daryl Morey was willing to part with him for a James Harden. Look, it's something that had to be done, and you can go back and forth about, did you give Brooklyn too much, or did you give up too much, whatever it may be. I thought Mike Missinelli from our station had a great line last week, and it was, I guess, the day of the trade, and he said, look, you got the best player you could get. How could it be a loss for the Sixers?
It's a star-driven league, right?
It's a great line, right? I mean, you got the best player you could get.
I think it's an interesting conversation because last year with Embiid, you thought, wow, he can't get better, can he? And this year, he's clearly better than he was last year.
Mm-hmm.
In your opinion, has he peaked?
I can't say that. No. I'll tell you what, 2 years ago, you watched him, you saw he was really good. I was always calling for on the morning show. I said, look, this guy's a great big man who has a great finesse game. He has no power game. That was 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And then last year, he got a little bit better at the power game. He got better at seeing double teams coming to him. I talked to Doc Rivers, and Doc said one of the first things he worked on was him seeing the whole floor. Instead of turning his back on everything and not seeing the double coming, he was turning, looking, seeing the double coming, and being able to react to that. Now this year he's put in more of a power game. You never saw Joel Embiid dunk over and through people.
Right.
His dunks were like, in an open court or whatever it may be. His power moves down low weren't all that great. When he would post up at 3 feet, the ball would start coming to him and he would be impatient and go out to 10 feet and catch it. So now instead of having the ball at 3 feet, he's catching it and he's at 12 feet.
Right.
So those little things, like little power games, I always said he needed a fundamental coach. I guess he got it in Doc Rivers because he has stepped up so many areas of his game. And I can't say he's reached his peak. I can't, just because a lot of people thought he reached it last year, and look what more he's done this year.
I got to be honest, guys. I was really excited about tonight's show. I had ants in my pants, but you know what's worse than ants in the pants?
I'll tell you what.
Uncles.
It's an exciting time, man.
And Beach probably already got like 5 rebounds.
Really?
Harden hasn't scored yet. Yeah.
Just
Oh,
now.
there it is. There's the first score from Harden. And one.
NFL.
Yeah. I don't see any reason why he's not going to make any immediate impact on this team.
Yep. And we mark it down because that'll be on the best of 2 minutes in, the first score from Harden.
Oh, there you go.
Who is the announcer? It's a hockey announcer. And he calls the dudes, like, if the dude's name is Jim, like he calls him Jimmy. If his name's Mike, he calls him Mikey.
Mhm.
And if it's Rick, it's Ricky.
If it's Vladimir, it's Vladimir.
It's Rick. Yeah. It's Rick. It's not fucking Ricky. How many fucking times I got to tell you? Just hire Mike.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of Brooks Robinson. I'm sorry.
Brooks Robinson. Hire Mike quick. Deshaun
So,
Jackson.
So
See,
that-
he goes up the seam here, and yeah, so Merrill, he caught it. Like, he doesn't give you nothing, dude.
You talking about Mike Quick?
Yeah, he then goes up the seam, and then, he goes over
It's
here, and he does a button hook pattern.
It's
And then he go to execute the button hook pattern, super slow mo. And then
Super
Merrill,
Slow Mo
he
is brought to you
caught
by Mavs Blood, Standard Game.
I don't understand how Quick has been doing it for as long as he
That
has.
extra point has been brought to you by Kool-Aid. Hey, you motherfuckers.
Like, I never thought the Quick did a good job.
No, I'm not a fan of him. Like, I'm not.
This touchdown is brought to you by Nestle Quick. Which one of you motherfuckers?
I Alone's really good.
I love that song. Like, I know it was their single and all, but I love that song.
Yeah.
Remember he had the fucking the braid, just a long ass braid. He's like,
Swinging around.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, baby, my dick's is big. Hey, baby.
Fucking dudes from Allentown.
York.
York,
They're
yeah.
from York.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
No offense to our one fan in Allentown.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
is that like calling?
Yeah, hold on.
Is that like calling North Camden and South Camden the
Yeah,
same
but like,
thing?
isn't
Hold on. In the distance, you can hear one guy like, fuck you. That's our fan in York. I don't want to talk about Ben Simmons anymore.
Yeah,
I don't want to do any comparisons anymore. I'm done with Ben Simmons. I
Yeah,
don't want to talk
and-
about it anymore.
and that, like,
enough with that guy.
I get the point you're making, Mike.
I know.
do.
I get it too. I get what Mike's saying. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, because
I'm tired of comparing. I don't
you
want to
didn't have it with Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
you didn't have anything.
You didn't have
with him.
anything.
Right.
With him. He wasn't playing this year.
right?
So
But I mean, like,
my dick could have given more to this.
I understand, but I mean, and more on this later. But my point is, like, this whole year they've been good, but they've been missing something. They've had a Ben
Okay,
Simmons
I see.
type hole
Sure.
that's been
Wait,
filled.
I'm sorry. What was that, Mike? What was that, Mike?
It was a Ben Simmons size hole that was filled with James Harden.
Oh, that's where you draw the line, but not in the fucking Ukraine.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They tried to draw the line and see
Your
where that got them.
fucking- Your moral compass is like,
It ain't my fault they gave up 5 cities, the cocksuckers.
I don't think they gave them up.
Oh, obviously did. They lost them. Well, they gave
Well,
up.
they lost them. Dude, if Mike Tyson punches you in the face and you're like, oh, you let him knock you out.
Blue and yellow, not a good fellow.
What does that have to do with I have to get the kids to school?
Why you're drunk?
I am
I'm
not
out.
drunk, man. You're trying to make me drunk.
It's time to catch up on some things.
You're not
you may
being
have
very
missed.
understanding.
Yeah, you're not being understanding.
Yeah, what the fuck?
The fuck? It's all about you.
I'm drunk and I like
Me, thinking about me.
Yeah, why is it got to be about you?
Listen to me.
Yes.
Stop that!
Tired of
Enough!
you.
Enough with that. I had
While
enough.
you were drunk.
While you were drunk.
When you've been boning the same special woman for as long as I have, you learn how to really turn her inside out with your rock hard cock.
Since we've met, we've fucked thousands of times. But even today, there's nobody I'd rather have deep dicking me at night and fucking me again in the morning.
People ask how we've lasted so long, and I say it's all about accepting change. When Doris was younger, she liked to be thrown around like a rag doll. But these days, she doesn't care what I do as long as I give her pussy the drilling it needs.
On the other hand, he's still the same old Isaac. He loved coming on my tits 55 years ago, and he still does today.
Well, heck, if it ain't broke.
The amazing thing is that we've been fucking each other senseless for so long that our kids are all growing up and they're fucking people too. Jane is fucking John, Ashley's fucking Tim, Ross is fucking Lucille.
Like I don't think they have to give up too much more than that. God
What
damn,
the
Garrett.
fuck?
Garrett's like a lawnmower over there today. That you? You know how bad that is to smell? Kills a damn, Garrett.
Yeah, go outside.
It's funnier in here.
Fuck. Go outside. No, it's funnier in here.
You know why farts stink, don't you? You know why farts stink, don't you?
Poop particles.
Ah, so the blind can appreciate them too.
Yeah.
You know?
What was that?
He was an angry bear.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
It was Ryan.
You?
Yeah.
Dang.
It's his stomach. He didn't fart. It's his stomach.
It's like a bear getting molested.
Oh, tell me more.
Why are you shooting a dart into that bear? Because I'm going to molest him. Ouch! 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 And then when the bear nuts,
And then
Need a toothbrush to get it in.
Bear sex. It's the name of the show.
a bear nutting.
I know you're busy, but can you add me to your to-do list?
Don't tempt me. Yes, yes.
Want to let you guys know that yesterday I went to a meeting and my premature ejaculator support group. Turns out it's tomorrow.
fucking idiot.
Yeah, so what we were doing with Sharon Stone. Oh, Mickey Moniak. And where did we get? Oh,
Yeah,
Ryan Braun, Caterpillar.
Jesus.
I'm trying to retract here.
Yeah, how did we get a Sharon Stone from Ryan Braun?
Blame it on my ADD.
I don't.
Because they were in the Bert and Ernie in a casino.
Sell! Sell!
It's at the bottom. The horse. It's the one that says horse. Yeah.
Christ.
So anyway, that's right. Christian Yelich. Wait, how did we get here? Christian Yelich, Mickey Moniak comparisons. There you go.
Biggest
And
podcast on the planet.
It's
You were talking
sucks.
Well, there was Ryan Braun, and then that somehow got into Bert and Ernie, and then that Bert and Ernie.
Oh yeah,
casino
Bert and
thing.
Ernie Casino. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
You were talking about the guy in baseball.
Somebody's
that
got
had
to
the
keep this fucking show straight.
caterpillar eyebrows.
Yeah.
Shut
the fuck up!
Eugene Levy.
Eugene Levy. He does look like Bert. Okay. Oh, wait the
Remember, he's got the frog cakes.
The frog cakes. The frog cakes. He was from Louisiana, right? America's armpit right there. Louisiana. If we have any fans of Louisiana, go fuck yourselves. Don't listen to us anymore. You guys are the fucking armpit of America.
Damn, America's right guard took a left
Motherfucker,
turn.
they have their own fucking
man.
Shit.
they have their own fucking language and no one understands what the fuck they say. Louisiana. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck your Saints and you should flood next hurricane.
Mud buggy cocksucker.
It stinks. There's a fucking bunch of Coach K's laying all over, dead Coach K's all around, and fucking flooded water. Superdome.
This man smelled like a pack of Marlboro cigarettes, 4 shots of Everclear alcohol, and regret.
I'm getting a fucking beer.
Jesus. They're smarter than everybody
They
else.
can't even do that right.
Yeah.
Like they can't even do that right.
Yeah, they can't. They are starting to come off like that.
Like, what
They-
the
they-
fuck?
they're
They
starting-
are starting to come off like we're smarting you.
They're starting to smell themselves and they smell like weak old fucking vagina.
Do they really? Are they really? They may. Yeah.
I just realized what I said. Weak old vagina. It probably doesn't smell that bad, but
That depends.
Do you believe in miracles?
Fucking John Madden.
He's gonna go up there. Take it back. Boom. Boom.
What was the other guy? Rumbling, stumbling.
Oh, it's Chris Burton. Mike, you're in good hands with all style.
Yeah, him and his dead wife.
His wife's not dead.
Oh, yeah. Yes, she is.
Is she?
yeah, Chris Berman.
Oh,
Yeah, John Madden.
Chris Berman.
Oh, yeah, his wife's dead.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. She tried to go up the middle and she got stuck.
She's driving it.
She was rumbling, stumbling, and bubbling.
She rumbled and stumbled right 6 feet under.
Jesus. That's the honest hit homer. And pointing. It's 7-0.
Yeah, but he's got his whole kids' little league team because he lives in Florida. He's got his whole kids' little league team
All
in the
right,
stands.
well, fuck me then. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. But now I get it. And their whole family's cheering him.
Yeah, like his whole kids' little league team.
His
is
whole
there.
kid, not just half of them. Why'd you bring my dick, Dad?
Why'd you only bring my left testicle?
Why'd
Dad?
you only bring my dick?
That's the one I like to suck.
Why don't you bring my head? You don't want me thinking about things and make me feel bad? Fuck.
All right, so
That's the last time my dad became a magician.
day and age where you got a perfect game going, but you're on a pitch count, so you're coming out. My, how things have changed.
Yeah.
It's a unicorn.
Yes,
Got
it is.
struck by lightning.
I was pitching 110 times in.
The lightning can strike down. Hit me in the head. I still out there.
And speaking of comedians, Gilbert Gottfried passed away.
Ah, man, I dead.
I mean, what's going on in these people's minds?
Right, like that's where I'm at. Like what made you? Damn, I'm gonna rate that fuck.
Yo, what if you're the fourth guy and the thing's already dead?
And yeah, what are you gonna get? Fucking sloppy sack thirds on
You're
a
getting
fucking
sloppy
lizard?
Thirds on a lizard. Shit smelling like a fucking leaf.
Smells like a musty basement.
You said a leaf. Smelling like a
Because
leaf.
it's green. I'm thinking the inside of a lizard's asshole might smell like a leaf. That's why that shit smell like a Caesar salad.
An extra fucking dressing.
So the Nationals had their home opener this week. Capitol Hill had to have an evacuation because they had paratroopers and they thought they were being attacked.
I'm just a bill sitting on Capitol Hill.
Is that a song you made up or?
Why, you don't remember Schoolhouse Rock? You're a kid.
I remember it, but is
The
that
fu- it's the fucking
oh
the
other
Bill sitting
other
on the
cheating about? Oh my! You're an asshole.
Right? The Bill sitting on the steps. I'm just a Bill sitting on Capitol Hill.
You're a fucking asshole.
I
just and he's a piece of paper.
Yes.
I remember it, and that's the
Yeah.
fucked up part. You're an asshole.
Like he's like,
Why do you think of this?
right. Like, where's his mind? Like, is it predetermined? I'm gonna find the
No,
best joke in
no.
this situation.
I got some chicken in my teeth, some tuna too. They call
It's a
me
fucking
Young
piece of
Mouth.
paper.
Because I don't brush. They call me Young Mouth.
Corner pub salute to Jay Wright.
That's awesome.
Jay Wright has called it a career as a head coach, 21 years. Ryan, you and I talked about this. We got to break out the stats. 21 years as a head coach for Villanova.
520 and 197.
Wow.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Say that again for the people in the back.
520 and 197. He's got less than 200 career losses.
Reports are that like if Jordan Davis was available, they weren't going to pick Williamson. They wanted Jordan Davis.
I think the Ravens were going to take,
and that's what I
Jordan
think it comes
Davis.
down to.
And Howie Roseman's like,
Me and Sean had the conversation earlier, which we had a conversation earlier. Jordan Davis is a typical Baltimore Ravens pick.
Yep,
absolutely.
A big, heavy guy that clogs up the middle on the like the
like a
defense.
giant turd that just clogs
Right.
up that toilet.
Exactly.
The day
on
after like
def-
16 beers.
Exactly. On the defensive side of the ball. It's a Ravens guy. And the Eagles said, hold up, man. This is our guy. And I read something else today that the timing was tricky. They were working this out all week with what happened later in the draft. But they were working this out all week.
So we're going to get to that next.
We really need to talk about AJ Brown for a second because I don't think we've spent enough time on it. AJ Brown is a top 7 receiver in this league. He's given Jalen Hurts a huge target. Devontae Smith's now a 1A, 1B, a 2. Because AJ Brown's he's huge. He can fly down the field.
No,
he can make plays.
That's fucking UPS because Brown delivers.
But yeah, Devontae Smith.
See, Sean, you're lost for words, right? You look at Gary and you're like, wow, Gary's right.
But last year, Devontae Smith.
What can Brown do for you?
Devontae Smith, he was doubled a lot.
Give me 13 touchdowns. That's what he can do for me.
He can.
Sure.
But Smith was doubled a lot. I think the one thing Smith proved last year, and I don't want to sound like I don't like him, is that he can't be your best receiver. The ultimate point is, I think the process has failed. I don't think you're getting a ring with Embiid. I think they should trade him.
Why would you? Why would you think that?
Damn.
Like, why would you think that Embiid's not somebody you could build around to get a ring?
Because he's got 2-3 years left max, and they've tried and tried and tried and tried. What makes you think going forward with an aging James Harden and no money because you're going to have to pay Harden because he's opting in? What makes you? What can they do? He really going that far?
Brown's getting back surgery. He wants that 20 mil, dude.
Well, he can't be on the court if he's constantly on his back.
He wants that 20 mil from the Sixers.
That's what the dude.
That's all it comes down to.
He's getting surgery to get 20 million.
I
I guess
like
I would get surgery to get 20 million. But
Like, is it real? Like, is
I become a chick to get 20 million and then turn back to a guy afterwards. We'll just attach your dick back on. Like a plunger.
Suck a cock, swallow some children, get 20 million.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Absolutely.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean,
at least they couldn't complain. At least they couldn't
So,
complain.
Ryan-
I'd probably get the best blowjob ever.
That's it, because you know about the equipment.
That's exactly
See?
right. I know exactly where
You know how to work the equipment.
What's sensitive, what's not. How much ball play should be used? Do you want a pinky in your ass? The whole thing.
To me-
You do the whole deal. And I don't know who's the favorite, but that's the best part. We got to figure out who would be our favorite. All right. Something that this show is not. First Horse is real quiet. Real quiet.
Yeah, so that just
like
proves it.
who bets on a horse is called Real Quiet? Who's like, you know what? I think
Right.
that Real Quiet's gonna have a good race.
Somebody.
Probably
Are you telling me this? Oh,
Oh,
it's the
you
horse.
kidding? You
Oh.
Yo, in that stable, Yeah, we're in that stable.
Little fat bitch! You fat bitch! Stop fucking around, cunt! Shut the fuck up!
That's what's going on in that fucking stable. Real quiet. Real quiet.
That's why Sean saved the. That's why Sean didn't do the horse thing earlier.
I'm looking for a Jones. A cunt Jones.
Yeah, when they breed him, they got to stroke his curly. Uncle Mo.
Back up 10. That's good news.
Uncle Mo getting his curly stroked.
We have a Dover.
Ben.
Bend over.
I welcome. I reckon you.
If I ever catch you,
I reckon you on
let's name your horse Uncle Mo.
Uncle Mo.
Is there a Hertz here? Hey, Dick Hertz. Calls for you.
Is there a Hertz here?
Dick Hertz, it's for you.
Hey, Dick Hertz. I'm
right.
looking for a lot of vagina.
Is she here?
Mr. Lick-a-Lot-of-Puss.
We're a bunch of fucking idiots, dude.
Bunch of childs.
Jesus Christ.
Mom, why is my name Malik? Because I think that's what your dad's name was. Mom, what's this in the workbooks? Oh, that's the welfare check. Been looking for that.
What should we name him? They didn't say new sneaks. They said Malik.
All right. Okay. We have Ferguson taking on channel. Hold on, I got breaking news here. All right, one of our listeners wants to chime in here. He said he has a bone to pick with you. Let's see what's going on here.
Uh-oh.
Here we got Ryan Boyle on. Hey, man, what's going on?
What's up,
Hey,
man?
how's it going,
Oh,
fellas?
Seth.
Hey,
This seems like a
Carter.
setup. SG Carter.
How's it
It sounds
going,
like a
buddy?
setup.
Mr. Boyle, pleasure to meet you. Never
I
met
don't know if
before.
you can see my background, but ever since I started taking your fight pics, I've been living in a garage.
Oh,
I
no.
So, I mean, I can't even pay for my kid's cleft chin now. I mean, cleft lip. I can't pay for shit anymore because of your pics. I mean, I'm fucked, man. I'm losing everything.
Oh, Jesus.
I imagine you went with Amanda Nunez overpaying you back in December or something. But yeah, I'm 14 for 17 on Corner Pub Sports.
I mean, I just never thought I would see a fight where a lesbian lost to a straight girl. That's just me. But I mean,
$1 million, $1 million.
It's not me.
1 million.
I wouldn't be able to look at myself in the mirror every day.
Sign me up.
I probably would.
Sign me up.
How long am I doing it for? A year? Give me a year for $1 million.
It's $1 million.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely. Sign me up.
Yeah, I'm lying.
Let me contact my agent.
I'm lying all of America.
I'll lie my fucking asshole.
I don't think I can
Yep.
do it.
I'll suck a dick for $1 million.
You ever suck some dick for marijuana?
That shit worked out.
Swallowed 45 children. At least I get $1 million.
I mean, seriously.
You get your dick and
Would
shit
you?
all covered in shit.
Would you? $1 million? You suck a dick?
Fuck no.
No?
Oh,
Fuck no.
absolutely.
There are some things we won't do for money.
Yeah,
Apparently, that's not one of them on this show. All right.
Would you do it? Would you do it for $100?
Would you do it for a Klondike bar?
No.
All right. Well, I mean,
$1 million, I'm emptying the ball sack. I'll tell
okay.
you
Well,
that.
I mean, we established you're a whore. We're just trying to negotiate price now.
All over my shirt.
No, there's no negotiation, Mike. $1 million.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm just saying
$1
that if
million.
you're, we're just
My
talking about
agent's
price.
right here next to me. $1 million. I suck a cock. I swallow some children.
Okay. 999,000.
No, $1 million.
Okay.
It's got to be $1 million.
So Chris, Drunk Phil's fans started in 2010
Yes.
as a blog.
Yes.
Tell the people, basically what happened, because this thing's blown up over the last. I'm gonna say over the last 2-3 years is when I really started noticing it, where friends of mine are sharing your posts, and I'm like, damn, look at that, that's awesome, and because I knew you because we followed each other on Facebook and Instagram. I mainly Instagram. I knew who you were.
But there's been a few times where you yo guys, check out this post.
And I'm like, yeah, I know the guy.
about
Yeah.
the Phillies, yeah.
So yeah, tell your story, man.
So like it started off like, I wanted to write, that's like kind of like a side passion. So we did like started off as a blog, and we did like, memorable or less than memorable past seasons that weren't like 93 or 80 or 83. It was like kind of like, 96, like name 5 guys from 96.
Tyler Green.
Yeah.
John Zuber. Desi Relaford.
He was on that team, right?
Hold on.
Greg Jeffries.
Hold on.
Greg Jeffries
Hold
was on that team, wasn't he?
Was Marlon Bird on that team? I don't know.
No, it's too early.
Lieberthal was.
Yeah.
Robert
The most
Pur-
overrated catcher ever,
Person.
probably.
No, 96.
He's
Robert
not
Person.
overrated.
He
was solid.
Dude, he's not even asking us. I'm just.
Yo.
I told Chris we had a surprise for him. We have a 2008 World Series champion about to chime in here.
Yes, sir.
You'll love it.
That's awesome.
We have Mr. Scott Air joining us here on the show. Scott Air!
What's up, fellas? How you doing?
Good, brother. How you doing, man?
Not bad. So are we talking about a sour beer here?
Yeah. So that's perfect segue. So
did you hear him? He was like,
so
I know. I thought the same thing. It's actually not as bad as most of the sours that I've had.
So Chris,
Okay.
Chris here, raise your hand, Chris, right there.
Chris, okay.
So Chris just released his own beer with Rotunda Brewing Company, which is right near. Is it in Hershey?
Hershey.
Right near Hershey.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in Hershey.
Yeah.
Hershey,
Okay.
Hershey, PA, and it's called Jam the Batter, and it's a sweet tart. I haven't opened it yet. And he
Jam
actually
the Batter
has.
sounds fun.
And Scott, you may actually really appreciate this. Somewhere there's an Easter egg in the label, and I'm trying to find. You're not gonna be able to see it,
well, stop.
but it says.
Sean, stop molesting that kid.
Yeah, but I'm trying to.
You're molesting
it's
it.
sweat.
He's trying to get
It's
3
on the
wishes.
bird.
Yeah, it's
It's on the bird. Rub the bird. Just rub the bird a little bit.
I wish we could have another championship. How's that? It says F.
You need 55 wishes.
It
for
says
that.
FAH, and what does that mean, Chris?
Fuck Angel Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Can you hit your spots? Can you still
That I
hit?
can do, yeah.
Then don't
I think
matter.
I've gotten better at hitting my spots as I've gotten older.
Yeah, then.
Well,
when you're younger,
Scott,
you just,
I have a question.
Yeah,
for
when
you.
you're younger, it's a
you just
lot
wanna-
easier.
no. When you're younger, you just want to hit it and break away clean.
Yeah.
Now you're getting older. You got to focus on where you're throwing it.
I don't think he's talking about pitching anymore, Scott.
No, I don't think he is either.
No.
But either way, am I wrong, Scott?
No. You're right.
I think all of us can agree here, and Scott, obviously,
Well, you know.
baseball is the hardest sport to evaluate.
Yes, it is.
It is the
Absolutely.
hardest sport to evaluate.
I mean,
we got a six tool player. Blah 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 blah.
And that's why they're talking about all these stats nowadays. Like, oh, he's projected this, projected that. Well,
Yeah.
you take your projected and stick them until you do it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's crazy. Who would have thought you would have become a World Series champion?
exactly. Not me. Damn sure.
The flyer way, right? Build now, win now, instead of trying to build now. And Hickstall, whether he's right or wrong, was that he did have a plan, and they abandoned it. And a lot of people feel it was too early. Instead, you went out and tried to sign some big name free agent defenseman. That has completely blown up in your face. And it's no fault to someone like Ellis, who had a severe injury, and hopefully he can come back and he can have a good year. He's a good defenseman. He's a really good defenseman. That sucked. If Ellis played last year, they probably win 4 more games. I mean, let's be honest. Like they're not that much better.
He might have. You give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they win 6 to 8 because
They're still
Provorov is better.
So you're still
They're still
you're still a top
not-
10. You're still a top 10 pick.
Right.
So I was against this. I'm afraid of this. I think this is a downfall. I think he lasts 2 years. I think he's out in 2 years out of the 4-year contract, $4 million a year. Apparently, reportedly, that's what they say. $4 million a year for 4 years each. All right. I think he's out. I think he's done.
That fucking press conferences are going to be entertaining.
That's the only thing that makes me want to tune in. is that the fact that his
Right.
press conferences are going to be absolutely amazing.
Right, like you don't watch it. You don't watch.
He's a showman.
You don't watch the Flyers game. You know, it's fucking 3 minutes left in the third period. You go up, you fucking get your popcorn, you come down. All right,
Shots score.
He's yelling at somebody, dude. I can tell you right now, Travis Konecny is shitting his pants right now. Travis Konecny is going, I need to perform or I'm done.
Yeah.
Right? This is it, and it should be it for him anyway, because he hasn't performed in 2 years. All right, so maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the counterweight, right? Maybe that's the counterweight. Maybe this is what this team needs, is a guy who is going to come in and not take any shit and say, fuck these young guys, perform, you're off, right? Even Provorov, who I love. I love Ivan Provorov.
but he's got his issues too, man.
Right. And he's not going to refrain for calling anybody out.
No, I don't think it's the right move. I don't think that these young players are going to respond to this old school style fuck you type managing. I just don't
fuck with old school.
I don't see it. It's not not in today's world.
Sports movies. Sports movies.
Why are you looking at me and fucking put your eyebrows up? What was that? Like you looked at me, you were like, "What the fuck was that?"
Sports movies.
Rudy.
He looked at me. He was like, "What the fuck?"
Segway, motherfucker.
He was like sports movies, and he looks at me and he goes,
Fuck this.
"What the fuck?"
Don't fucking fuck.
Fucking weird.
So
What's
with the
crazy.
Chiefs?
It's called Last of the Mohicans.
Last of the Mohicans.
The all Jewish team was Schindler's List.
Oh my god! There we go. They lost to that Russian team in the World Cup.
Yeah, but the best part was they won the game, but they took a hot shower afterwards.
Oh my god! That was steamy.
Dude, yo, you're the only one.
I gotta pee. So you.
I hate it.
He's
You know what? This is gonna be a short conversation. I fucking
Jets
hate
fan.
it. I hate
Jets
it.
fan.
I think the logo is a dog shit. We've all talked. We've all seen it. We all talked about. This is gonna be a quick segment.
Fucking terrible.
I hate it.
It's terrible.
Yo, straight up though, bro. Stop calling me a Jets fan because I like it. Straight up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean no harm.
Well, you know,
You do.
you know when you
Bunch of childs.
Stop it.
when your
Don't
football,
call-
you know how it is when your football fandom is fucking questioned like that. You
Yeah.
don't like it.
Yeah, that ain't cool. You fucking bald fuck. Don't do that to him.
Fucking egghead.
Fuck him.
Fuck you, egghead.
Fuck him.
Vincent Price from fucking 1966 Batman. Yeah. Yeah, I'm egghead.
It's similar to the Jets logo. Fuck that. Get out of here with that.
Vincent Price.
Yeah, he's egghead.
Walk through the darkness.
He was. He was. Vincent Price was egghead in Batman 1966.
Batman, yes.
Yes, he
How
was.
do you know that?
Because I'm an
How do
asshole.
you pull that out of your fucking ass? Like the year.
And he talked. He's like, I don't West.
So he sounded like the Penguin.
He's like, I'm gonna get you, Batman. 1966 Batman. Fucking Vincent
19
Price.
what?
66. He's egghead in Batman.
He's talking about 1966. Eggman.
I was a fucking
Fucking
sperm.
egghead.
Yo,
I was a fucking
Egghead
sperm
from
in-
66.
Yo,
yeah, I remember him.
I was a scratching dad's balls.
Yeah,
Daddy was 16.
I was swimming around the balls.
Yeah.
The
Yo.
Hanson brothers.
Oh.
Youngblood. That's a
Oh.
good movie.
So
Yo, remember Ratchy?
Yeah,
Remember him? Remember him?
No, right? Who the fuck? What are you talking about, right?
Youngblood. Rob Lowe did a hockey movie in the 80s.
Yeah, Rob Blow did it.
It's called Youngblood. That's a good movie.
Rob Blow did a movie in the 80s?
He said blow.
Yeah, you said Blow.
No, he said blow.
Rob Blow.
Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
Rob Blow.
Rob Lowe.
Rob Blow.
Rob Lowe.
Rob Blow.
Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe.
Mark that down.
This is his third year, and he was hurt last year.
He said three.
They're going to give him a serious shot.
Oh.
Beat that dude they drafted from Clemson at safety. Like I really think that, especially because of
Hunt
the way
Jones Jr.
the way they strengthen the front seven.
That's not funny.
so there's not a ton of pressure on him. What's his name?
Jones Jr.
No, seriously, what's his name?
Empathy, the body
Empathy
of the
the
bodily
second.
fluids.
Empathy the second.
Yeah, empathy of the bodily fluids.
Yeah, empathy of bodily fluids. There you go. That's his
Empathy.
name. He's going to dominate. Empathy of the body of fluids is going to have 6 picks and 80 tackles and 6 pass block ups. Empathy. What's it called? Empathy of the
It's
what?
empathy. I have empathy of the bodily fluids.
Yeah, empathy. Empathy of the bodily fluids leads the league in tackles for safeties.
What is going on, everybody? We are live here today on a Sunday fun day from Nick's Roast Beef on Cotman Avenue. Sean, Ryan, Mike, Gary, and Chris from Dunk Bills Fans is joining us here as we start off the show here on Sunday. We have a special show today. We are doing a benefit for the Darren Dalton Foundation. Mike, your business partner, Mike, who was on a little bit ago with us, he wanted me to bring up a particular story about Bo Jackson and your son in the locker room.
Oh, there you go. There you go, Mike.
Oh, this got to be a good one.
Oh, it is. So we're in Kansas. I was in Kansas City, and when kids come in the locker room in the clubhouse, they tend to just stand. Now, mind you, my son has been in Philly, and I told you who I played with. So, you guys all know who I played with. He's been around this. He's not in awe by all this.
Yeah.
Now, Bo was a 3-year rookie to me. Okay. Like I said, I'm 63 now. So Bo was a few years behind me. But, I mean, most phenomenal athlete I ever had the opportunity to play with. And I say that because I say it. I played with anybody you could probably name as a Hall of Famer or whatever. But as far as a natural athlete he's incredible.
Mhm.
So Justin, my son, comes in the clubhouse in Kansas City, and every time a kid comes in, they'll stare at Bo, and Bo will turn around and say, "What are you looking at, boy?" and they just jump and kind of run away. And so he said that to my son, and my son looked at him and said, "You?" And so then Bo says, "Jelts, come and get your son." I was like, "Man," no, I'm not getting. I said, "You're on your own there," So they play every day. Him and Bo. Every time he comes in the clubhouse, him and Bo are boxing around and doing all that. Well, Justin stepped into one time and caught a left hand from Bo center mass and landed right on his butt. And I kept telling him every day, "Stop messing with him." And so he starts crying, and Bo's locker is right across the clubhouse from mine. And I saw what happened. I wasn't really happy about how it happened.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, I'm teaching my son a lesson too. So I'm like, yeah. I said, he come run over me crying. I said, "Why are you crying?" I said, he's the fastest, most powerful athlete that I've ever had the pleasure of meeting, and you're trying to fight him. What do you think is going to happen? Okay, so we go to Seattle. So I'm riding home that night at the end of the game. My son usually falls asleep in the seat. We got about a 30-minute ride back to the house, and so he usually falls asleep, and he didn't fall asleep. I got
Still moping.
No, he's not moping. He's
hurting.
He's plotting.
Oh no!
And I'm thinking, this boy got me. Oh my Lord! So I'm thinking I got the music playing and it's dark, and so I think he's asleep. And he says, "Dad," and I like turn the music down. I said, "Man, you're not asleep." He said, "How can I get Bo back?" And I said, I said, "Leave it alone, man. Just leave it alone. Don't bother Bo. Leave it alone.
Tell him
Stop
the Raiders cut you.
Yeah, don't mess with him." So we go to Seattle, family trip. Okay, so they put me out in right field, and John Watson comes up to me and he says, "When they put you in outfield in Philly, where'd they put you? Left field or right field?" And I said, "They put me in center." He said, "Well, I can't take Bo out of center, so I'm put you in right or left." And I said, "Put me in right then." So we got George Brett on the line. We got Frank White playing up the middle. We got the winning run on second base and 1 out, and Saber Hagen's pitching, and I think Junior hitting. And I get a screaming ground ball straight out to me at the right field. And I just came off the bench, right? And I'm thinking, I said, so I'm standing out there thinking about what I'm going to do before this ball comes to me. So as soon as the ball's hit, now a manager or a third base coach sends his runner based upon the fact that if the outfielder has the ball in his glove before the runner's foot hits the bag, he holds him up. If the the outfielder doesn't have the ball in his glove and his foot hits the bag, he sends him based upon his speed, of course, and what he knows his runners.
Sure.
So my thought is, I'm gonna get this ball quick as I can, so he didn't even try it.
Mhm.
So the ball's hit. It's a screaming worm burner, and I mean, George is on the line and Frank's at the middle. It's just me, and so I take off, run this 4-2 toward the ball. And I get to it. I come up, nice, easy crow hop. And I know I got to that ball before he got to third, like a step and a half probably.
Yeah.
And I come up with it, and I nice and easy throw to like batting practice, like infield when we're taking infield. Nice and easy one hopper. And I could throw the ball, but I didn't even throw this one hard. I like 70% one hopper to Darren because I know he's holding him up. So I let the ball go, and I look, and the third base coach is sending him.
Oh,
And
no.
I'm like, so I'm watching, and then I'm watching when I first let it go. I'm watching him, and I'm like, I didn't even throw that ball hard. But Darren catches the ball one hop, and the guy running from home, he stopped halfway, 3/4 of the way, and Darren walked over and tagged him because he was that far out. So I turn and look, and Duke is on and say he doesn't know I work at this every day.
Right.
So the third base coach was the manager for the Blue Jays when I was in Spartanburg, South Carolina. I think we went to Asheville or wherever we played the Blue Jays in A-ball, and he didn't know me. He knew me as a second baseman. So now that's the last time he had seen me. He had never seen me anywhere else, and this has been years. So he's coaching third base, and the reason why he came up to me later, he goes, "Man, when did you learn how to throw the ball like that?" And I said, "Well, I work on that every day." He said, "I just knew you're a second baseman. You're getting ready to throw this ball, and it's going to be sailing off, so I just sent him." And so we hold him up. Well, we come back and we win this ball game. Well, that stopped us from losing the game. So when we go back into the clubhouse, and we had a big buffet out there and a lot of food. And so I'm standing in my locker, and the reporter's over there talking to me about the throw. Man, you made a good throw to home and da-da-da. I said, "Well, thank you." And I watched my son duck underneath me. And he's moving pretty quick. And so it just made me take a look at him. And I said, "What is he doing?" And then I look a little further ahead, and I see Bo Jackson's over here getting his plate of food. And he's got on like a Speedo. And you're supposed to wear shower shoes in the clubhouse, but he don't wear. Bo's carved out of stone. I mean, he looked like this statue. I mean, Bo's carved. I mean, and so I see Justin going around, and I'm thinking, I didn't even think nothing of it at that time either. Well, probably 2 years before that, he was playing with me. I'm playing with him, and we're boxing around, and he hit me, in my lower back. And he's 7 years old now while we're in the clubhouse this day.
Yeah.
But he was 5 when he did that to me, and he hit me in my lower back, and it hit a nerve, and my knees buckled. And I told him, I looked at him, I said, "Boy, don't you ever hit me like that again." I said, I said, "That's not funny. That hurt, Dad." I said, "Don't do that." So he goes around behind this thing, and he sneaks up, and Bo's got this tray, buffet style, with seafood and steak, piled up. And I see Justin go around this corner, and all of a sudden, I see Bo go down.
Oh, no.
and this tray hits the edge of the thing, and it falls all over him. But Justin had hit him in his lower back, and his knees buckled. And it took him a second to get up. Now, Justin was faster than me. He's 7, so he was quick around that clubhouse. And he runs in, and he gets behind me in my clubhouse. My locker is probably, 8 feet deep. It goes back, it's one of those walk-ins, and my bats are lined up on this side, my helmets are over here, and he comes running around here, and Bo hollers out, "Jelks!" He said, "I'm whooping your son." And I thought, oh. So I would grab a baseball bat, and I stick it on my shoulder, and I've been telling Bo, I said, "Man, you got to let him win every now and then." Before he dropped him, in Kansas City, I said, "You got to let him win every now and then." He said, "Man, just keep him from over here." I said, "Just telling you, he's been thinking about it." He asked me what he could do.
He's been plotting for 2 months.
Yeah. And I'm like, I forgot all about it. I'm not even thinking about it. He's 7 years old, So he comes running around to my locker, and he's mad. And this reporter steps out of the way.
Bo was mad?
Oh, Bo's
yeah.
hot. He's hot.
Man.
And I put this bat up on my shoulder, and I just looked at him. And I think he understood. That's my son.
Yeah.
You hit him earlier. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I said, "I told you." He said, "I'm whooping him." I said, "No, you're not." And I had that bat on my shoulder, and Bo looked me in the eye. And this is funny because it's probably a month later, and he comes over to me and in the clubhouse, and he looks at me and goes, "Jelks, you going to hit me with that bat, wasn't you?" And I was like, Man, I said, don't even talk
That's
to me
my
about
kid.
that. I said, that's my son, man.
They
I
mess
said,
with the family.
you know, yeah.
Don't
And
mess with the
I
family.
said, I looked at him. I said, just thank God that you didn't keep coming. Let's put it that way. I said, God was watching over both of them.
10 times in their 140-year history. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, why do we root for this fucking team?
Because of the pinstripes, yo.
Christ. All right, we got
It's
to move.
the pinstripes. You can't. You just can't.
We got to move on because I do have a fun topic that we're gonna get to. But before we do that, I gotta play this
He's
video.
been waiting for you.
I gotta play this video.
I used to pick up dead bodies for beer money. That probably says a lot about me. When I was younger, my dad had a funeral business, and I would work with him to make spare cash. So one day we get a call to pick up a guy who'd been dead for several days. So we went down to a pretty nasty row house in Baltimore. This dude had done a full Elvis Presley. He had died on the can. His last worldly endeavor was dropping the kids at the pool. Ironically, around his apartment appeared to be piles of human excrement, and I didn't see any signs of a dog, so maybe, just maybe, he should have kept pooping on the rug. I don't know. Nonetheless, we got our gurney in place, and I got a hold of the ankles. My dad got under the armpits, and, 1, 2, 3, we pulled, and nothing. He didn't budge. All he did was kind of aspirate a little bit, and putrid smell came out of the mouth, flies. It was nasty. It was nasty. Once we got beyond that, we went for a second attempt. I got the ankles. Dad got under the armpits. We yanked a little harder this time. He came up about an inch, but that was it. My dad was like, what is going on here? I mean, this dude was emaciated, 80 pounds soaking wet. This should have been easy. So my dad's like, son, he seems to be stuck. I'm going to give it a little ass this time. So this time I got the ankles. I put a foot up on the commode for a little bit of leverage. Dad got under the armpits. 1, 2, 3. We yanked this little sumbitch. He came straight up in the air. And we both just looked in horror. Dropped him right on the ground. It wasn't his weight holding him on the toilet. It was his balls. All the fluid in his body had drained down to his testicles. And they were bigger than the hole in the toilet seat.
Oh!
So they locked him on the toilet. My dad just looked at the dude and said, shit, I guess I know what killed him. It was a classic, Dad.
He was a Flyers. Dude, this fucking. It's hard to read. Like, what is this? Like, what the fuck?
What has happened? What has happened?
Didn't they got rid of Lindblom, right?
Yeah,
They bought him out, and he already resigned.
A. Brooks, a center.
He signed with somebody else?
Oh yeah, immediately. Like he was picked up right away.
The Sharks signed him.
Yeah, immediately. They're like, yeah, we could bring you in for Raise Cancer Awareness Night, like just for that night alone.
Like, how do you cut him? Like
now, so okay, here's the thing. When they did it, I went, okay, it makes sense.
And then
he's been under. He's not quite the player you thought he was. Like Lindblom came through, and you're like, this kid's got talent. He hasn't done it. He gets cancer.
Right.
It's completely unfortunate. Thank God he survived. I'll always root for the guy.
Yeah.
But
you can't play hockey.
He can't play hockey, and you're like, okay, maybe they're making room to make a huge sign, and then they go, like, oh, we don't have the cap space. We can't do this. Why don't you have a cap space? Who the fuck is on this team?
JVR. Oh, but the teams wanted the first round pick.
Right.
From next year. Next year's draft supposed to be like a dynamite draft.
Like the fucking
right.
do.
And that's okay if you didn't do that. I'll say it again. If you didn't do that, okay. But you already traded the 3 picks for this fuck defenseman.
Isn't that long since I've been on with you guys?
A little while, yeah.
Wow. Just kind of trying to enjoy the off season right now. Trying to just.
It's harder as a Flyers fan.
Yeah, it hasn't been easy, boys. Like here's the way. Like somebody asked me, I was in the Wawa one day, and the guy's like, how do you like decompressing from the season? This was about a month after it ended, so this is like late May, and I said, doing what I do for the team, doing the games and a daily podcast and all that. After the last 2 seasons, it's kind of like an insulation installer that installs insulation in an attic. And when you install fiberglass insulation, you fucking know you installed fiberglass insulation because it's in your pores from a month after. And you can't wash it out.
Itching.
It's just got to work its way out. And that's what it felt like.
Mm.
Fiberglass in my pores.
You know what, Jason? Let's get into it. And in today's NHL, it's a lot of finesse, speed, and shooting the puck. And I mean, we got Tortorella. Is his system going to work in today's NHL?
Yeah, I mean, he's changed. That's the one thing about Torts is there's a lot of misconceptions about him as a head coach, both strategically, both mentally in the way he handles players, and perceptually from the media and what's been reported and kind of what the talking points are when you talk about John Tortorella. And I saw some people when Torts was hired posting things like, "Oh my God, I feel sorry for the Flyers players." First of all, players love playing for him. This notion that guys hate playing for him is look, not every player that plays for any coach, not all of them are going to love him.
I've seen like
But
one negative, like one player came out like, "Oh, good luck Philly," and that was it.
Yeah, well, that was Dubinsky, but he was being tongue in cheek. I mean, he actually enjoyed playing for Torts. I found quotes of him talking about how Torts got a lot out of him. So I think that was, but look, there is good luck in it because it's like, look, he's going to push it. He's going to be hard. It's not going to be a fucking country club. He's not hands off. He's going to push you into uncomfortable positions. But I've always believed that elite athletes want to be pushed to those limits because they're insanely competitive. And sometimes you can't get there on your own. Look at Michael Jordan in the Last Dance documentary.
Mm-hmm.
This fucking nut job was creating storylines in his head to hate guys, to take himself to the next level.
Yeah.
Like they don't mind being pushed.
Yeah.
Like that's baloney. And I talked to probably 14 guys that played for Torts. And not all of them are on this Flyers team. So Cam Atkinson, I did talk to him about it, but I talked to guys and to a man, they loved playing for him.
As a prospect, he's supposed to have pop.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't showed it, but
And Herrera really hasn't. That was one thing you liked about him, like 3 years ago,
He can hit
is that he
something.
had some pop. He really hasn't had the pop the past 2
He's a fucking
years.
idiot.
Yeah.
The guy was a fucking complete idiot.
I don't understand why they kept bringing him back. It just didn't make any
Like,
sense to me in the world.
swinging at balls between your legs, throwing the ball into the crowd with 2 outs. The guy was a fucking moron. It's so funny. I heard this on the radio, and every time I think of Herrera,
And the other thing is he's just not a likable. Like, what is there to?
He's a
that's
dick. Like he's just.
Like, I don't know if he's an airhead or
flipping
like,
the bat.
Yeah.
and like you would think
You
that
bat
he'd be,
210, dude. Like
you think that he'd be like eventually be humbled or like kind of at least kind of change a little bit to try and like endear himself. He did nothing.
where you start to see at least there's more of an effort. He's hustling more. He's working on his craft. He got a little better. Like, you don't see any of it.
Gary said his wife knows his pop.
See, it's like he's still here. That's the other thing I watched. I watched.
I got
the,
one of them now.
Montana.
I'm gonna
Did you watch the
fucking frame
Montana? It's on Peacock. No. Yeah, there's a Montana.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And actually, there's a Nolan
it was good.
Ryan.
Yeah,
there's a Nolan Ryan special on too.
On Peacock.
I don't know if it's on Peacock, but it's on some network.
It's on somebody's cock.
I think it's called. I think it's called
Something cock.
Facing Nolan or something. Facing Nolan or Facing Ryan.
Facing Ryan on the cock.
I don't know what it's called.
What a jerk off name, Ryan.
Yeah, that jerk off.
Oh, I'm wearing your name on my jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, you want it?
Yeah,
I'm
I
done.
want it
I can't
all.
wear this anymore.
You're not a dog, Sean. You don't got a lipstick for a dick.
That's actually
Lipstick. I like the scarlet red ones.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee with his giant cock. He jumped out of the cake.
Dude, what is up with that?
Wait,
You
what?
see that picture?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yo.
60 years old, his cock is still like,
Well, what's it gonna do? Shrink?
well, what I'm saying. It's a giant cock. It's like a kabasi.
We all saw it.
All
We
right,
saw
so
it before.
no, I mean I didn't say it, but anyway, can we get to fantasy stuff? I mean, you guys are busy guys.
That
We
is
gotta
a
talk
fantasy. Hold on, that is a
That is
fantasy.
a fantasy.
I've been listening to fantasy sports a lot. You know, it's where I started listening about 7 weeks until my draft. I'm like, I don't care. Like and there's some pieces and bits, and I'm like, oh man, I never thought about that. There's a certain individual. It's all right, Mike, you're here. There's a certain individual in Tampa Bay, a certain wide receiver. I don't want to start with this because Ryan's not here though. That's how I got to bring it up now.
So you're trying to stir him up.
Wide receiver. I want to know what you think about Russell Gage.
Oh, you're going Russell Gage. You're going like sleeper guy already, right?
I am.
So here's the thing about Russell
I think
Gage.
he's gonna be an Edelman type.
No. Listen. You're going with the Brady factor. I get it, right? But when he's going to plug away while Chris Godwin's still getting healthy and there's no Gronk there. But listen, man, I think this is a regression year for Tom. So I don't think you're going to see the normal Tom terrific that we all expect.
After you take that first wide receiver, are you taking the next two right after, or the next 2 or 3, or whatever it is? Like, are you is there a drop off, or how do you see that kind of playing out?
See, here I'm going to go against the green, and that's what I always do, right? Okay. So I love Jonathan Taylor. He's my number 1 running back. I ranked my running backs last week.
Yep.
JT was number 1. But if I had the number 1 pick overall right now in a PPR league, it's Cooper Kupp.
Wow.
And here's the thing.
Wow.
And the reason for over the years, I'm always a receiver guy. This is a passing league. And right. So in order to bank on that number 1 running back, he's got to get the 24, 25 carries a game. He's got to score touchdowns. Cooper Kupp just goes out and gets 8 for 80 and a touchdown, or 10 for 120. You get 22 and you're good to go, even if he doesn't score.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take my biased hat off because obviously
you're a Steelers fan.
I'm a fucking Yinzer here. So obviously anything Cleveland, anything Brown, we fucking flush it down. Okay, fuck Cleveland. But I'll put myself unbiasedly for this answer because obviously, I'm a Big Ben fan and he had a little fucking mix up there as well. Now, here's what I think, and not to sound whatever, but this is how I look at these situations with athletes. It's happened in the NBA a few times. It's happened in the NFL with more than just Ben. You always, there's always a female out there, or maybe it's the other way around, but in most cases it's females. They're always trying to make something like that. I'm not saying that they do make it up, but they're fishing a little bit, I think. Like with the Big Ben story, like the first one, if you really look at that story and you look at the fucking chick that was claiming Ben raped, I mean, just look at her. I mean, look up the picture of her. If you really think Ben had to rape that chick, I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know. That's what I say about it.
Like Ray Rice got 2 fucking games, and we all saw the video, and it was horrendous.
Yeah,
I mean, he beat the hell out of that woman in the elevator. It was hard. It was a horrible video. Like I watched it once. I'm like, I'm good. Like that's enough.
Yeah,
I beat my dick to it twice, but like that's enough.
He cocked back and did not like.
I'm sorry, Mike. What was that? He what back?
Cocked back.
Giggity.
You're right. Yes, he did. He did cock back.
Yeah. But you know what? They pretty much knew that nobody was ever going to pick him up again. Not that I'm saying the 2 games were justified. It wasn't. I'm just saying, like, that was releasing that video was a career-ending a career suspension. As soon as you come into the North Shore, all you see is
amazing
people everywhere.
It's a great time.
And same with Philly. That whole fucking area right there is just people tailgate.
Yeah,
Baltimore.
All you smell is like barbecue.
Yeah, Baltimore.
50,000.
Baltimore. We were fucking the closest tailgate we could find was like 2 miles from the stadium.
Wow,
it was fucking weird. Yeah, like, and they don't tailgate for Orioles games. They don't tailgate for like a Pirates fan. Fucking Pittsburgh. They whoop to motherfuckers tailgate on a Tuesday. They don't give a fuck.
All right, so this is what I heard from Papa Sheed, and through my brother will tell you through our whole life. My dad is not the best joke teller.
Gotta love him though.
He hears good ones, and in the middle of every joke he tells, he says, "Oh, wait, hold on." All right, so anyway. So you got this married couple, husband and wife.
Stop! Keep doing it. Yeah.
They go to Jerusalem. Why not go to Jerusalem? We've never been there. So
who's going there?
So anyway, so they're there, 3-4 days, enjoying their time. Suddenly, the wife dies.
Get this through your head, you Jew motherfucker, you.
Husband, oh my God. So he calls the Undertaker, right? So the Undertaker, he's over there, he's consoling him.
Rest in peace.
So he's consoling him, and he's, so, okay, sir, unfortunately, we do have to talk numbers. So he says to him, look, I can bury your wife here for $1,000. Or we could ship her over back to the United States, and it's going to cost you $20,000. So, you might want to weigh your options.
Bury that pig right here.
So the husband says, well, after careful deliberation, I think I'm going to decide to bury my wife here. So the Undertaker says to him, but sir, it's $1,000 here, but
20 to go back to the States. I just, so the husband says, yeah, but the last time you buried somebody here, they woke up in 3 days and walked away. Is the coach around, White?
Sticks his balls in the peach pit.
No, the coach isn't around. I think he's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
I'm pretty sure
he would have loved to see that. He would have taken.
He got rimmed to death.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm sure he would have helped you wipe your ass.
You get your dick and your pussy all covered in shit.
Mark, how's the camping trip? Everybody still listening?
Nom 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 nom
nom nom nom nom.
All right, so we're about a month away here.
Fucking Jeremy Rimmer.
Jeremy Rimmer.
Right? Jeremy, what the fuck, man? Jeremy Rimmer. Dude, fuck you. I have the best team names ever, man.
That's dude. You are good at that. That's good.
Yeah, there was a time.
Mine is ketchup on a hot dog.
Yeah, there was a time.
Which is also pretty good. So I have Debo stole my bike. I have Black James White.
That's the one you can't see, right? The picture.
And he's retired, so it makes it even better.
That's not very
Watson's wasted wiener wads.
I find that very offensive.
And my favorite is Siamese twin masturbation party.
You still have that? You've had that a couple of years, right?
Last year was the first year. Yeah.
Orchids of Asia and ketchup on a hot dog.
Which is still good.
Orchids of Asia. You remember where that name came from, right?
Yeah. What's your fantasy team names? What do you got, Mike?
Me? My names are boring. I got angry dragons.
Angry Dragons, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but that was something that you created like years ago, and then we ended up.
Well, I didn't create it. Your girl did.
You mean his wife?
No.
Oh, so it was a girl back in the day. So she was an angry
She
dragon.
sucked and it hit her in the back and it came out her nose. She wasn't happy.
So that's an angry dragon.
That's an angry dragon.
Interesting.
It was an inside. It was a joke, but yeah.
It came out her nose. That's pretty powerful.
No,
shooting,
that was the joke part. It wasn't true.
Oh, so it didn't really come out her
Who
nose.
cares? He got a blow job. He got a blow job and busted him up.
But who got the blowjob? Sean or Mike?
He said Mike did.
Oh, Mike got the blowjob and it came out her nose.
Sucking his cock as he had his finger in my ass.
Shot it on her nose.
Oh, you shot it on her nose.
I don't know what's going on right now. How about the Lindros brothers?
Go on.
Well, Eric Lindros' brother never made it to the fucking.
Yes, he did. Brett Lindros. He was in the league for 6-7 years.
Played for the Islanders for years.
Both of them got concussioned out.
Yeah.
So
Brett was worse than Eric.
He actually had a head made of loose rocks more so than Eric did.
Yep.
His
He
career.
said loose rocks.
Brett Lindros actually wrote a good book about all that kind of shit. Like
Yeah, it's just in Braille because you can't see anymore. Polsky's in the woods, by the way. He's out there camping.
Yo,
Again.
Polsky's been drunk for like a month.
Yeah, a month straight. Yeah,
In the woods.
Yeah.
In the woods. I guess he's got to be drunk for a bear to fuck him in his ass.
He said, "Fuck the Mets."
walking away with a big giant dripping dick.
So while we're and maybe now's not the time to ask it, but fuck it.
Even a bear likes it.
Thompson's back next year, right?
Who?
Thompson's back without the interim.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the manager of this team.
Okay.
Yeah, remove the interim tag.
Yeah.
I know we had I think Drunk Phil's fans put up something.
Yeah.
I think that depends on what they do in the playoffs.
No, it doesn't. He's the manager.
They haven't made the playoffs in 15 years, and he took the team that was like 10 games under 500. And
no reason to
yeah,
yell.
line of the night right here. Polsky said, "Go Black Bear and don't go back."
Giddy up.
Oh man.
But you shouldn't. No, you can't tell me I can't do it.
So here's the rule: before the pitch, and this is where it's kind of funny. You're funny too.
Yeah, you fun.
There needs
I'm funny how?
There needs
How
to be
am I
two-
funny?
I'm here to fucking amuse you.
Two infielders.
Jesus Christ, we're on two different fucking. There's a song and a movie.
two infielders on each
7 large. I charged them
on each side of
This
second.
cocksucker. Ask me, Chris and his kid.
Yeah, I pay my rent.
You know,
So
you're a
they-
fucking mutt. You know, you know, you're a fucking mutt. You know the money
I'm outdoors, you know.
You know the money we spend in here. You come
No,
up to me, you're fucking. What do you mean? Wow.
Yeah, I got your rent money. So there's
You believe that? This pregnant
she's kinda funny,
his
too.
child.
Yo.
7 large. I charged them.
Yeah, we're just scissoring these two things together.
Oh, scissor me.
7 large. I charged.
It's like arts and crafts over here. So you need to have
7
two-
large, baby. 7 large.
That was awesome.
7 fucking large.
Apparently, something made the best of.
They had to defrost him fucking 2 fucking days to do the autopsy.
You know what's great about this? Gary still doesn't know what we're talking about.
I don't care.
I know.
I don't care.
So
And it's a pussy on top,
You know.
like it's off the stadium. When it's like,
I know her.
So
I know
like
her.
with lights. You know, it lights up when they
Yeah.
score a
Yeah, hold
touchdown.
on.
I know her.
Time out for a second.
You guys are
No, we can't.
No,
So,
You ever heard of Squirter, Mike? You ever heard of Squirter?
yeah. But anyway, the
yeah. So imagine that on the.
I'm just saying that
The
we're in the middle.
marquee, they do
We're in
the-
the middle of goddamn football picks, and we're talking about like what show in the middle of football picks talks about squirting.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So let's do it. So you put.
Am I wrong?
So you put the big fucking. Yeah. So you put the big swole fucking juicy
No, you
juicy
know-
vagina,
There's
right?
people relying on us.
Right-
We're
right
betting
at the
their
top.
goddamn mortgage on football picks
Yeah.
that we're making, and you guys are talking about.
Yeah, you put it right on top of the stadium.
Posty said a big clit at the entrance.
Yeah.
So all the guys are like,
When
oh, now I know where that is. I know where I enter now.
There's people waiting for our next pick,
the lights.
and we've
I've
gone
been missing
so
this the
far
whole
off tangent.
time. Every time I go in, it stinks. Why?
Yo, and every time they score a touchdown,
And the
you-
janitor's sweeping the
No,
floor. He's
you-
like, you becoming the wrong
What are you
entrance.
guys
No.
even talking about anymore?
every
Yeah, the
time they
en-
score a
entrance-
touchdown, you hear the sound of mac and cheese.
No, can we get to the
You hear the
next
sound of
game?
mac and cheese. That's what you hear when they score a touchdown.
What are we even talking about anymore?
You're calling.
Ryan fell off his stool.
Ryan fell off.
If only it was the first time.
I'm not the only one. Ryan fell off his bar stool.
He's down. He's not getting up. And they're straight all over. Oh my
Yes. Yes.
God! Interrupting me.
Think about it. And
I
you'll
have,
know
I have
it's
a very
right.
important point to make.
After this show, I got something.
Oh, boy.
So, is it swimming in the sea?
No, it's under the sea.
It's under the sea.
Yes.
So the goddamn thing's all seafood.
No, not necessarily.
Actually, my
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Fuck you. I'm
Yeah,
right.
but I never
I
said.
don't give a shit about the goddamn scales.
But I
Fuck
never
them
said-
scales.
I never said it
fuck
wasn't
you, and
seafood.
Fuck them scales. No, you said prime rib.
No,
You-
I never
you
said it wasn't
motherfucker, you
seafood.
said prime
Mermaids.
I said maybe it's like tuna fish, where like
No.
it's a little fishy,
No,
but it's a little meaty.
no. It was prime rib.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you're starting
Is it-
shit.
Is it chicken of the sea?
Yeah, it's chicken of the sea.
That's fucking tuna fish. No.
No, bumblebee tuna.
Bumblebee tuna.
Bumblebee tuna.
Bumblebee tuna.
Your balls are showing.
The top half is human. The bottom half is fish.
Yeah, but like it could be.
It's
So the
under
bottom-
the sea the
Right,
whole way.
right.
It's fucking.
So the top half is some good meat, and the bottom half is some tuna.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah.
It's
No,
the Bears, you see. It's the Bears.
That's a good point, but I'm
Bears.
Come out with your pants down and your hands up.
still thinking the Vikings because I don't think the Bears are very good.
They're not, but Kirk Cousins.
You
stinks.
might, Rabbit.
I hear you.
You might.
All right. So we're on.
When I turn on the oven and throw a match in the oven, you might, Rabbits. You
You
might.
All right. So we're on.
I
The
forgot.
fire, you see.
I love that one.
more clots.
Yeah, there's not like.
Yeah, like you know, fuck. They got a pad called Light Days. That's what they did on fucking Sunday.
You got a heavy flow. The heavy flow's done.
Yeah.
So yeah, they So I mean, what you seen with their defense last week?
Heavy flow, daughter. Butterflies.
All right, so we're all on the Eagles.
Yep.
Good
Good on
old
that.
Sam-
All right. So picks for this week.
How do you not love Mr. Sam Spence?
This isn't Sam Spence.
That's not.
No, it's ESPN. I don't know who makes ESPN. So Chris Berman's Fat Camp.
All right.
Band. All right. So the
Fucking Mickey Mouse's isolation camp.
Fuck you
guys. Fuck you guys. I got an idea on the phone.
Make your picks, you fucking assholes. My last story is Sean Penn. His mom died.
Is that my daughter in there?
No.
No, it was your mom. It's your mom in there.
That's terrible.
Your fucking mom, not your daughter. It's your mom.
She's dead. Your mom's still a pig, but she's dead. That's terrible. It's his mom. That's terrible. It's his mom.
You called her a pig, and then just tried to segue it into that's wrong.
It's his mom.
Are you telling yourself it's wrong?
It's his mom.
That's the story.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow, look at Will Pierce.
I see that. Will Pierce. Philly's taking the first two in Houston.
First two, huh? I love the balls, Will Pierce.
Will, if they do that, that means on Tuesday when I go to the game, we might be winning the World Series, right?
That could be the clincher.
Oh my
I
god!
know.
We're just gonna sweep them. They haven't lost the game.
It'll be like the most improbable sweep. Yeah, most improbable sweep ever.
And when they get here in Philadelphia, they're going to experience something they've never experienced before. That stadium is going to be on fire. And with their history, the abuse that they're going to take from every corner, every cranny of that stadium.
You think that's going to be worse than the Yankees? Than the Yankees gave them?
Yeah.
I think so.
This area is really fired up right now.
Yeah.
You got, they're coming off this Eagles. It's full for all in. All in.
Yeah, you know what? The
And-
Yankees are still kind of that whole corporate mentality. They still have a lot of kind of that, that fan
Yeah, the
base. is
loud
maybe
mouth
not-
on the pie, you couldn't hear them as much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. In their fur coats. Hold on. Rubber.
Chortle.
Come on, let me, you get a puff of my pipe.
Clutching pearls.
Wentworth, get him out of this game.
Yeah, Wentworth, boo that man for me.
Boo, says the sub. Boo.
This boo is for you.
We went 40 minutes without going off the rails, guys. Congratulations.
We fuck them up, we fuck them down, we fuck their friends when they're not around, and when they're long and dead forgotten, we'll dig them up and fuck them raw and put them in there.
He has not missed a game since April 10th. He's been
not April 10th, September 10th.
That was a joke. September 10th. No, they said on the
sorry. That
no,
was
As long
6 months ago, bro.
As long as it wasn't September 11th.
Nah, nobody missed that day. No, they made it.
Oh, and the cocksuckers in New York did.
Jesus.
Should have called out that day.
Crashing building.
Stop! Stop! Oh my God!
Crash into me.
Oh my God! The show's gonna end up in ashes. The fuck?
Yo, Steve Roth wants to join us.
Rocket engines fuel so fast.
Rocket Man, Rocket Man.
So,
Boom! What you got?
Oh,
What you got? What you got? Boom! Music is the muted vein, and you can feed my aeroplane. It's my aeroplane. Boom!
Again,
they're 4-4 right now.
Again, this is why I didn't understand the trade for Wentz. I think you had an equivocal quarterback.
What?
I liked Heineke.
Yeah, like
What kind of quarterback?
Equivocal.
Equivalable.
Equivocal.
Equivalable. Equivalable. That's a word.
Equifable.
That's a word. Equivalable is a word.
Equifable.
That's a word. I know it is.
Equivocal.
You Google it.
You Delco fucking cocksucker.
What do you mean, dog? I don't live in Delco yet. Equivalable. That's a word.
Is equivocal or equivocal?
Equivalable. That's what I said.
Equivocal is what you said.
I meant equivalable.
Equivocal.
Equivalable. That, Cassiano's where I had Stott.
Rewind.
I'm sorry. So it would be Schwarber 5th, Cassiano 6th, Hoskins 7th, Stott 8th, and Marsh 9th.
Yep.
Sounds like a
Boom.
Zeppelin record backwards.
Yep.
Zip, zip, zip.
How
Telephone,
the fuck
telephone.
does anyone
Bing,
listen to
bing.
this? Masaki Yoshida,
Yes.
an outfielder in Japan's Professional Baseball League, reportedly wants to play for the Philadelphia Phillies. And apparently, him and Harper have some sort of.
Well, he's a huge fan of Bryce Harper. His dog's name is Bryce.
But
Yeah, it's kind
What do you-
of
how do you-
it's a little weird.
but where do you fit him in?
Dude, I don't care. I trade Marsh and you're playing center field. Figure it out.
Yeah, the dude apparently.
He's Asian. I don't
Yeah.
Asians can
No,
run.
You're not allowed to say Asian.
Right.
Oriental.
Okay,
Wait, no, you're not allowed to say Oriental. You're allowed to say slant. Slope.
Slope. So slopes can play baseball. They can run. They can hit. So you just put them in center field. You put them in center field, and you trade Brandon Marsh, and you say, "Listen, Slope. Listen, go play center field." And then you put him. Then you put him at number 2 in the lineup behind Trey Turner. You sign them both. So the Slope will bring you to the promised land.
Why do you let your brother do this to you?
I didn't do nothing.
Both of you didn't do nothing.
I do not. I told him to stop. Jesus Christ.
That
Well,
doesn't
I
matter.
don't remember this.
That doesn't matter.
Ken, we ain't gonna
fill
see
me
him
in.
no more.
Yeah, it does matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does, because now I want to know the story.
No, because now you're going to get mad about something that happened a year ago.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
You'll get sensitive.
Right.
Hey,
It happened a
don't get-
year ago.
We don't
You were
wanna get-
already
Sorry.
mad about
Don't
it.
get
You're a
sensitive.
sensitive
I
guy.
thought you said.
Don't get sensitive. I thought you said.
You said.
No, I
No,
thought
you
you
said.
said. No, I thought
No,
you
you
said.
said. You said.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Gary! Gary lives in apartment 172. He's a whore. He's a whore. Gary's a whore. Gary. Mr. Superintendent. Mr. Superintendent Gary.
I want to let you know that there's a whore.
There's a whore living in your building, and I have his baby.
Gary.
Washington residents that the league was going to fix his toxic.
What exactly does misogyny mean?
That's anal pulvage.
No.
So there was
pulverizing an anus.
So there was a.
Polarizing the shit out of
So wait,
something
in the Washington Commanders building, there was anal pulverizing going on.
It was
What?
misogyny.
Just get down on your
Look
knees.
at Mike. He's like
I was
Son
trying to
of
figure out what was going on with the story.
Sell.
Sell.
And there's another guy that we're not even mentioning. There's 4 of them. I can't remember the list. Carrera? Okay.
Carrera's out there too, yeah. And he's gonna want money though.
But he's the third tier of all.
He's got to feed his 18 cousins in Guatemala, so you got to take care of him. They got to. I mean,
It's true.
Yes, it is, Dave.
Yeah, truckloads of rice ain't cheap. Maybe Mike's right. He's got a 75-inch cock.
I go after Verlander and her.
You get your dick and your pussy all covered in shit.
That's what I would do right there. All right.
So he just tagged it.
That was the line of the night.
So he just tagged it and he fucking nutted. Are you still gonna eat it? With his children laying there on it?
No, that might be too much.
No, yes, you are. Stop lying. She spreads her legs and says, "Oh, Selby, eat it. You're gonna eat it."
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Nah, I think I have my own limits.
You don't want to swallow no Squirtlander, huh?
Nah, Squirtlander.
Justin Squirtlander.
Yo, why don't Chinese people believe in Santa Claus? I don't know. Because they're the ones making all the toys. All right, while you were drunk, David Frank. Who's David Frank?
Who cares?
Wasn't he a Power Ranger?
He was a Power Ranger.
He's
Not
dead.
no more.
He was the Green Ranger.
From the Suicide Squad.
Wait, so we lose the Green Power Ranger, but Jay Leno's still alive?
He burned his chin off.
Have you seen about this? Have you heard about this?
Rotten ass Dickie.
Yeah, we'll do SSCS, but first we got a commercial break.
Use your sweet fish every day. Keep that skunky cunt away.
Odell Beckham as your slot receiver?
Over Pascal?
Yeah.
I'm out.
Jamie said Odell.
Why?
Odell
I don't get it.
Odell said he. Look at this is an apostrophe. Odell. Odell says he won't play until the playoffs. Rob said, "I'm happy that this time, with the Phillies."
The cow goes moo. The farmer in the dell. The farmer in the dell.
What?
I'm happy that the Phillies are paying the
Hi,
players.
Therio, the farmer in the dell.
That's right.
Oh shit! Omar's coming.
Omel.
No, Odell.
Oh shit! Odell's coming.
Odell's coming. He's got his trench coat on.
Hide your shit.
You see all the stewardess running away?
Rob said,
"Never mind, I'll blow someone like you."
Rob said, he said, "I'm happy to."
Tumor has it. Vinny and Sean on their way to Marburn.
But
picking out curtains and drapes and shit.
For those who don't know, Vinny was on the radio for a while. He was on with Barsky in the morning, and I think when Missinelli came over, you carried over with Missinelli, right? Well, on
Philly
MMR
guys,
for a little
right?
bit, yeah,
Yeah.
Philly guys.
Yeah, I was on the show. I was on the show with Mike and Joe Conklin.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, I just started out like '98, I think, with the Barsky show. It's a cool story. If you haven't heard it, actually I won a contest.
Oh,
that's how I got the job.
Oh, no way!
Wow, okay.
They were looking for somebody who knew this much about sports and this much about being from Philly. So I figured somewhere in there I fit, so I'll go for it. I sat down and I made a cassette tape of what felt like to me and my buddies just sitting around watching sports, making up nicknames for players and stuff like that, just like you guys are doing. And I just put it all on a cassette tape. I was never a comedian. I never thought it was funny or anything like that, with just a bunch of assholes sitting around making fun of athletes all because we're jealous of them.
Welcome
It's
to the show.
true. Yeah, exactly.
Do you still talk to Barsky at all?
Yeah, I actually talked to him a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, cool. How's he doing?
He went where all Jews go to die, Florida.
Get this through your head, you Jew motherfucker, you.
Eagles.
We'll do it. Eagles.
Eagles
Sunday. Eagles play the Giants. They'll go up the turnpike. They'll play the Giants.
That's awesome.
Dude, you can't stop. Keep going. That's awesome.
I lose it after a while, especially after some of this.
How about a field goal to win the game? You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Yeah, I will.
Later.
He said, "Fuck you! I'll do it when I want to do it."
Now don't kill. What do you think I am, a fucking robot?
Yo, I'm spontaneous, man. I don't fucking do it. I'm not on demand.
What am I, Verizon? Is that what I am?
Come on. The Giants will be without Saquon Barkley this week. Go ahead. Say it. Go ahead, say it. Saquon. Say it.
Somebody please say it.
Saquon.
Saquon.
Huh? Just Quan, you fucking idiots. I think it hurts when I'm in the shower. This is the Donovan McNabb we thought we were going to get, remember?
Dude.
Yeah.
Well said.
Call the show masturbation by deception.
Masturbation by deception.
I just wear a glove.
I Mr. Twinley posed as a dairy cow during the local 4-H milking competition. Carl was milked by a total of 13 contestants.
Most of them named Bill.
Jesus.
How does 13 people not understand that they're holding a dick and not a cow's udders?
Like, how can they look?
I sent you that.
So 13 people knew they had a dick in their hand and they weren't complaining.
Right.
And this poor guy's going to jail for wearing a fucking cow suit.
Well, maybe it was in an insane asylum. Maybe
Again, Vinny's got a point. I mean, he didn't force it upon him, right? He's like, milk me. They're like, okay.
No, he just stand there. He says, I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Yeah.
Go to town.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, sir. Take care, brother.
Merry Christmas, you guys.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas,
Cheers,
man.
man.
Thanks a
Happy
lot,
birthday,
man.
Jesus.
All right. Take care,
Fucking
brother.
quitter. Later, boys.
See you, brother. Ladies and gentlemen,
I hope you enjoyed that as much as we did.
best of 2022 just came at you.
That might be one of the better ones, man.
Yeah.
That was fucking good.
My really?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was good.
There were, I mean, there were parts.
Yeah.
There were some parts that were really funny, and then parts that were really kind
Yeah,
of
I'm fucking
good interviews. and
Yeah, there's I'm my cheeks are hurting a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that was exhaustingly funny.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, it was.
We got some we got a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
A lot of feedback.
Good. I hope you enjoyed it, man.
So that's it.
Like, you are the reason why we do this.
Wait till
Thank
next-
you.
You think this was good? Wait till next year.
Thank you so
Any
much.
highlights? Any highlights for you guys personally?
What, from the show?
Yeah, you personally, Mang. You
Mang?
personally, Mang.
Hey, man.
Man, I don't know.
Mine was
I
Vinny the
haven't thought
Crumb,
about
man.
it,
Yeah, Vinny Crumb.
Vinny Crumb was awesome, man. Scott
Yeah.
Air was great.
Scott Air. The whole thing.
But
of
the
Nick
fact,
Roast beef.
like, yeah, Steve Jeltz,
Nick's first
yeah,
beef.
the Drunk Phil
Was-
thing, and Darren Dalton Foundation thing. Like, obviously,
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
but as
Yeah.
much as we chased Vinny the Crumb and tried,
To have him
like,
on.
like, you went after him for about 2 years.
It was like a year, yeah.
You know, we to finally have, like, it was well worth it.
Oh yeah.
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 And oh man. Jay Parr said, hold on. Can I read this?
I hope so.
How can I
Read the
only
one in the middle.
Yeah.
fuck, I'm fucked up.
No. Hang on. Let me see if I can figure
No.
it out. No.
Dude, it's fucked up. I have to expand my screen.
Is your
How can any podcast top that? I think not.
Yep.
CPS 2023 is only gonna get better.
Yeah.
That?
Sean, are you all right with this? Whatever's going on this other screen?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
And then as Jay Parr said, guys, that was great.
It was.
So glad you enjoyed it, man.
I have to listen back and earmark there were at the beginning my cheeks were hurting. I don't remember.
Yeah, dude,
what it
that's the
was.
thing. Like, I told like every year, prepare.
Yeah.
Like your cheeks are gonna hurt.
Yeah. It's a fucking party. This episode is
nonstop
a
party.
party. It's
12 months of partying.
you gotta listen to it. I mean,
This reaction right here makes me feel good because I'm the one that puts all the clips together.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for it.
Good for you.
I'm not.
Or like when you climb the rope in gym class.
Your thighs start to burn.
But I know it's worth it.
It's like that
Absolutely,
fun
dude.
feeling.
Fucking
Yeah.
right. Like, and we've
Good.
said it before, but not.
Yeah.
I know he's not trying to toot his own horn, but
I'm not.
Give Sean
But-
the props.
but
Honestly,
all
that's a
that's
lot
like-
of work that he does every year.
It's like 10, 12 hours. Of putting
Yeah,
the
that's a
clips
lot of
together.
work, and he puts it together every year, man.
And this actually it was kind of weird because it transitions too closely together. Like, oh, is this the next clip or is this not? And you're like, oh,
Yeah, it
oh
was
no, there's
smooth.
something. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it
It's-
was.
You know
Oh
what the funny
shit.
thing is Sean every year says this last year he's doing it.
Yeah,
Then
he'll
at the
do it
end
again
of it-
next year.
At the end of it, he's like, "I'm so glad I did it."
Yeah.
So you know he
Right.
does it.
Yeah,
every,
That's
a lot of work.
After he
Yeah,
does
how
it
long
every
did it
year,
take
he's,
you?
he's going to do it.
Like,
again.
how long does that
10
take?
hours.
Jesus.
Yeah, about 10 hours
10 hours.
away from my family.
I'm so sorry.
That was
Get
tough.
the fuck out of here with that.
In
Get the
desert.
fuck out of here with that. You do it on a night where there's a Sixers game on. You got
Nope.
8 beers in you,
That's not true.
and you sit right there and you do it.
I do, but
Uphill, both
I sit
ways,
here,
in the snow.
but the
no
kids are
shoes.
awake. You know, wife screaming, ah, the fucking kids.
Change his diaper.
Oh, no,
I
quick.
have shit
I
to
got
do.
this thing to do. Yeah, I got to take
No,
care
I
of
I
got
that
gotta
shit.
do this thing.
Yeah.
No, I
I
got
got
shit.
this thing.
I got
You
shit
take
going
care of
on.
that thing yet?
I got the thing. I got
I'm
painting
taking
houses.
care of the
I'm
thing.
painting houses.
They're fucking, they're running amok. They're running amok. We use the word amok in this house.
Yeah.
Amok.
Well, you got like a
Amok,
muck.
amok, amok.
No, I
muck
can
up.
get with that.
I can deal
Yeah.
with that. Look at the muck out back.
I can't see straight.
I know. We should have taken
could
that
see a
Kubota
muck.
for a ride
What time did you start drinking?
I don't know.
yesterday.
I play golf. I don't know.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. So
No,
you started
you-
drinking at 8
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the morning. Are we ending this?
If I can find it. Fucking.
It probably
I was gonna
ended, and we
find it.
just don't know it.
All right, Sean, you look for it. We'll talk amongst ourselves.
I keep talking.
Just
Yeah.
close the laptop.
No. You can't be close to that.
We're not
You lose
Gary.
everything. Yeah, no, that didn't go together.
There he is.
Ah! John Bon Jovi.
Look at that hair.
There's that. So the podcast is
Oh.
over. Hold on. The podcast is over. The live stream is still going.
All right. Well,
Merry
can we-
Christmas. Happy
All
New
right,
Year.
close that.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Yo,
Nobody's listening to this.
Nobody. Everybody.
Sean got like
There it is.
obliviously drunk in a matter of about
That
30
was the
seconds.
Mad Elf. He
It was
drank
the Mad
all.
Elf in the
Yes.
shot. Yeah.
You think
All right, did we end it yet?
No, not yet.
What are we doing?